I don't know. If he messes up 2 rules, it might be. So Nate, we'll need a navigation check from you to make it to Grimhild.
I'm all about that, Grimhild.
You passed. So, you spend another 6 days in flight, and 1 day going from the Outer Rim to Grimhild. So, any business that you'd like to take care of or discuss or whatnot, you may do so. We can start with whoever's ready.
Jeff, I have a question. Is there anything resembling a census in this universe? Do planets take censuses of their inhabitants?
It depends on the planet, right?
I see.
You can get the rough estimate by clicking on the basic planet information. And be like, oh, hey, look, there's like 365 million people here. Alright, you have 4 person days of supply remaining when you get to the Grimhild planet.
Okay.
Wait, are we?
And
I still have things.
yeah, that's fine. I'm just
while we're flying.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have some things
Just-
flying too, also, yeah.
okay. Well, go ahead and whoever wants to start conversing with the crew or with other people, go for it.
Okay. So, refresh my memory. We are going there to drop off something, yes? One of the things we picked up.
So there were these powered crates of something that you're going to drop off to Grimhild.
Okay. Cool. So at some point when I'm assuming there's some point where a lot of the crew, or at least some of the crew, would kind of be hanging out in the mess area.
Ah, yes. It's a mess.
So at some point I just mention that I may have some work for the group once we get to Grimhild. However, I do need to, once we get there, get a little bit more information. But I just ask if people would be interested. It's not strictly legal.
We have to go to 2 other places to drop off stuff, right?
Or that just one. And for some reason, I feel like we were planning on
Uber is
going
the other
to
one, Ben.
Uber first.
No, we were going to Grimhild first.
Were we? Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Here's
wait.
Uber.
No, we were going to Uber first.
That's what I thought.
I'm in my notes, and it says headed to Uber at the end of the episode.
It also makes sense considering that's right next to us.
I thought we had to go. We need to go to Uber and Grimhild, and then for some reason we were going to Heimdall as well.
Oh, I don't remember Heimdall.
I don't either.
I don't have Heimdall in my notes at all. But you might be right. I've been wrong before.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, even if we are, I mean, we can go to Uber first, but I just kind of let everybody know that I may have something once we get to Grimhild. And there will be a financial reward. I don't yet know what that will be. But I would love anyone who's willing to participate to come along.
Shassoon
And once I have more
continues-
information, I will let y'all know.
Shassoon continues his investigation. We'll come with you if he needs to for investigation.
All right, great.
I am happy to come along and see what this contact of yours has to offer.
Ditto, cabbage head.
Jeff, how does inter-system communication work in this world? Is it like in Stars Without Number or in Swan Song, or is it?
Yeah, it's like you send out a message and it
Okay.
starts traversing.
Oh, so it's not like on a ship. It's not like mail delivery.
It is on a ship. However, like for like the news and whatnot, there are ships that have high spike drive ratings. So
Yeah.
you could conceivably pay a lot of money if you needed to send something in like a day or like a couple days or a
Well,
day.
right, but so like, how long would I expect? Like, say we needed to send a message back from Uber to Arbor Vitae. How long would I expect that to take? Are we talking
From
like
Uber to
months,
Arbor Vitae?
days?
Or Grimhill
Yeah.
to Arbor Vitae.
Aren't we in Uber or are we in Grimhill?
You're
Oh
Grim-
yeah, we
Grimhill.
determined while you were gone that we were going to Uber.
Oh, you were gone. Yeah, we looked at our notes and I found that it says headed to Uber at the end of the episode. Does that ruin all your preparations though? If we do that?
I mean, no, but it's a different set of things. Like, you have some stuff to be dropped off at Uber, and some stuff to be dropped off at Grimhild.
Okay. Well,
Doesn't
if
it
we
make
want,
sense
I
to
mean,
start with the closer one first?
I mean,
if it's easy,
they're
yeah, that's true.
relatively the same distance.
They're
It's
the
a
same.
hex.
Yeah, I mean, if it's easier, we can just go to Grimhild. I was just noting, and Megan was noting that we were going to Uber, but it doesn't matter. I don't think.
Well, I mean,
You
if
know
you go
some
to
is prob-
if you go to Uber, I mean, that's not where the contact is anyway, so that's fine. But you just go to.
We were
Uber.
taking
Which
something
way?
there.
Yeah, you were taking boxes of something that should
Perfect.
probably not be, gone through customs, is what you were told, if you recall.
Perfect. So, Jeff, how long would it take me to send a message from here to Arbor Vitae? Is still the question.
How much are you willing to spend?
Approximately.
Oh, you don't have enough
0.
credits. All right. So it's 1 credit to send a message.
It
Oh,
costs a credit to
But-
send a
yes,
message
it does.
on my comms.
Yep.
What?
To send it to different systems.
Crap. Okay.
Yeah, it's a credit per hex actually.
oh, I
Oh
may.
my god.
Oh, the person I've been talking to, Jeff. Where are they?
They were last known on Arbor
Send
Vitae.
that to me if you want.
I'm glad
Oh,
you
okay.
didn't charge me to send that message to my Cleland's
Doesn't every
earlier.
ship that jumps from one system to another carry information?
There's
Like, I
actually
think
mail
if you want
ships.
something
The message business. We should just be a mail truck.
Yeah. Clearly.
The heck with his cargo and customs. I just go legit.
I mean, you could apply for it. Yeah.
How much you can charge? Like, if there are ships that have high-level spike drives and all they do is fly around carrying communication from one to another,
Yeah, there's
That
totally
must
ships
be-
like that.
a very lucrative business because that would be a very expensive ship. Imagine how much people would be paying for dues if that were the case.
Do you know how much a planet pays for the SWN? It's a lot of money.
Huh.
Surprising.
Interesting. Good to know, I guess.
So many messages.
Yeah, that sucks. Huh.
It would take 6 days a hex for 1 credit. So
Oh my
each hex.
god.
So it would take 1, 2, 3, 4. It would take like 24 days to reach there. Or
So what happens
18,
if I like
19 to
write
20
a
days.
message to someone on my compad and then just don't pay any credits?
Then you
like-
can only get it to someone within the same system.
Okay. Interesting. Okay,
That makes Facebook pretty ineffective.
yeah, I don't do anything else. then I don't send any messages.
Okay.
So, the last time our ship broke apart and revealed its new self.
Oh yeah,
All right.
that was the very end.
Yes.
So, is there a way we can check, like with sensors, to take it back? I go up to Nugget. Say, Nugget, my friend, it appears that our ship has somewhat reinvented itself. Is there a way that we could somehow check to see if we are still broadcasting the same identification information and that sort of thing, or whether perhaps we might be out of the woods on that front?
Let me check that for you.
It's not a tech save.
Yeah, I know. I clicked the wrong button.
So Nugget starts going through, and he's just like, It appears that some things have changed. The ship is now named Nova. It has a different ID tag. I mean, it's it's like an encrypted hash string, so it's not like particularly something particular, but anything else that you're looking at? I mean, it's listed under the same owner. It's listed with the same like logs and whatnot. It just seems like the RFID chip changed. That's what it seems like.
Okay. Did that answer your questions?
Well, hopefully that will mean that the authorities in this next system won't bother us. I guess we'll find out.
Or maybe they'll bother us for a different reason.
That is an astute observation.
So are you going to Uber or Grimhild? So.
I think we're going to Uber according to our notes.
Yep.
We'll go to
The
Uber
Ubs.
next.
Okay. So Uber looks like. Do I have an image for Uber?
Does everyone's space car have a giant pink mustache on it?
For the record, I've never seen an Uber car with a pink mustache.
I've seen one of them.
I thought I had it saved, but maybe I misplaced it. Probably did. Oh no, it's probably in here? Nope, okay. Okay, so as you approach the planet, you see that the planet itself gives off like a little golden halo and rays, and that everything about the planet seems to be something that's bathed in golden light. As you approach, you hear over your comms, "Hi, this is Trevor with the Port Authorities. Welcome to Uber in the Frossetti system. Please state your identification."
I look at Reid. I just waiting to expect him to do his thing.
I just say, hello, Trevor, and read our new identification, I guess.
And then you hear back, "Why, thank you very much, Nova. Please proceed to the checkpoint ahead." And they give you coordinates to go to a checkpoint.
Jeff, does this Trevor sound like a computer, or does he just is he just talking robotically because he's like reading off a script?
Go ahead and do a perception check.
Okay.
Or whatever you feel like. I mean, that is not a perception check.
I'm looking
Wait, did I
at the
roll something?
planet.
No, I was about to do the same thing.
I don't particularly care if it's a computer or not, so
Oh, I was curious.
I just pull out my Traveler's Guide to the Galaxy.
7.
It seems quite likely that Trevor is a computer of sorts.
Oh, sad. Okay.
The checkpoint is a point in space that's next to sort of like
Trevor and I were
docking
gonna be
point.
friends.
So we
Right,
don't walk
what-
around calm. I'm like, weren't we supposed to slip in undetected so they don't board our ship?
Yes. I was
Whoops.
contemplating what we should do in order to avoid their customs, and then we suddenly arrived. Yes, this is somewhat of a dicey situation. I'm
I
currently
think we should
consulting
hide
my
the stuff in
knowledge.
the secret compartments in the cargo bay.
That might be a good idea. I'm currently considering my vast knowledge of smuggling and criminal operations to come up with an answer as to how strict the customs practices are on this planet.
Okay, go ahead. Knowledge criminal. Skilled criminal. To answer you, Nate, sorry, no, you don't have enough space in the floorboards. You do have floorboard space if you wanted to hide there, but you're talking about, what was it, 100 tons of cargo? Plus,
Yes!
or it was something like 100 tons of cargo and then 10 tons of some other cargo that's going to Grimhild.
See. Well, I think I'm gonna make some upgrades to our ship when we land.
For the business and smuggling compartments. We're just gonna put a false wall through the middle of
That's
our...
what I'm thinking. I mean, just make it look smaller. Yeah.
Exactly like it did when we had.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
I mean, it was
Just
already built
rebuild
and we
the
didn't
egg,
notice, so anyone else would
cargo,
know.
and then when it fell off, we would just lost all our shit in space.
Actually, just rebuild the egg around the ship and then stick the cargo in the part between the egg and the ship.
Well, the
Brilliant.
panels are kind of lost in drive space, so...
Well, but we
go
just
back
make a
here.
new one. It's fine. Plus, you can walk in drive space. It just makes you go insane. What's the problem?
You got lucky, that's all. Alright, so, oh, yes, you did the check. Uber is kind of like the Canadian type of, customs. Like, you wouldn't quite expect it, but it's super strict.
That is unfortunate.
It's probably the only planet in this system, other than Asgard, that is quite so strict. It is the planet of corporations.
Shassoon.
Some things have been known to be smuggled there. If you're clever about it, you might be able to get away with it without anyone noticing. Other times you've heard...
Basically, we're screwed.
Well, you're not screwed, no.
Shassoon have suggestion.
Yeah.
You see, Shassoon see on readout many wealthy corporations. Anyone know people from corporations? Maybe have connections in customs?
Does anyone have culture Uber?
Would Jeff?
Or probably business. But it would
Would
be
there?
You have
a difficult
business.
business role. So it would be a...
Would there be a arm of Zetroff on Uber?
Hmm, hmm. I mean, at the rate the faction's going, probably. Yeah.
Okay. So I think for a moment and say, I have a connection to Zetroff. What did you have in mind? P.S. Zetrov is like a $1 billion company, Russian company.
Maybe-
Postscript indeed.
Maybe people in corporations sometimes need to work around customs, have ways to do so.
I'll see what I can do. So I go to my comm and I send a message to someone within Zetroff that, like, someone high up, like, that would be on that planet. Like, listing who I am and letting them know that I have some items that need to be essentially smuggled onto the planet and asking for assistance.
Okay, go ahead and make me a culture Viborg. To see if you actually, like, recall someone who's actually in the position at this time that you could reach out
Right.
to, or if you're just sort of sending the company a message and trying to hope.
Crossing my fingers. Okay. How do I do that?
It should be in your character sheet if you have your character
Found
sheet
it.
pulled up.
Is it... What is it? What's the attribute, Jeff?
It would probably be charisma for this.
Okay. Ooh.
Alright, so maybe the person that you tried to send it to, you got a reply saying, oh, they're out of office for a month on vacation. Go ahead and roll me a luck check. Let's see if anyone at the company picks up on it.
Look it.
Is that like a thing that I click, or do I roll something?
It's on your character sheet if you want. You can open your sheet up and go to the abilities tab, and there's one that says luck. Luck save. You can add it to your macro bar if you want. You don't have to. But I did set them up in advance. Or you can go to your character sheet, and then the lines where it says saves, you can click on the luck one.
72? Why is it not working?
Click on your token, and then click on it.
Yeah, you have to click yourself over there.
Yeah, it needs to know who's rolling it.
Hit the nope. Back to that top right.
Okay. This
Now
one?
just roll the die again.
Okay. So unfortunately, you get sort of a generic response saying, you know, due to important people being out, we're unable to verify your identity at this time. If you'd like to set up a business meeting, please talk to so and so. Just sort of that generic. Here's a bunch of information if you want to start talking to lower people on the totem pole. We're sorry, we don't recognize you. / do not have time for you at this time.
Shucks.
So what are we bringing to this planet? Are we taking the secret
Crates of
boxes to...
something.
I thought that was Grunwald we were taking crates of something
So
to...
you're taking powered crates of something. You don't know what either of the things are, right?
Oh,
Right.
Unless you
which
you
one were
looked
we
at
told
them.
was sensitive? Or are both of them sensitive?
So when they were loading the powered crates, they were making a big fuss about making sure that they don't jostle and that sensitive stuff that's inside of it. But they never mentioned anything about customs. The ones that you're taking here are ones that the fat mean guy was like, you should go around customs because they're not gonna. They will, because they'll take out chunks of this and whatnot.
When I was little and I had to, doing something that I didn't want my mama to know about, I would just leak a little bit of noxious fumes into the room I was working, and she wouldn't want to stay in there very long. I can leak the septic tank into the cargo bay. As long as they ain't robot folks, I don't think anyone would want to check every single compartment and container.
Yeah, so sort of picture it like a big warehouse with just like boxes stacked all over the place. And they're the same boxes because it's practically the same thing. So while, yes, they may not check everything, it's likely that all the stuff is the same of the stuff they check. So
Were we given instructions not to look in the boxes? I don't recall that.
no instructions were given by either parties.
How big are these boxes individually?
So they're like crates. They're like 3 feet by 5 feet. And the others are probably 2 feet by 7 feet, sort of like longer powered crates.
And the ones that aren't powered all look the same?
All the powered ones look the same. All the non-powered ones look the same. So just picture it like metal crates are the powered ones, and then the wooden crates are the non-powered ones. Like a standard wooden crate.
Maybe Nugget do his idea, and also we fill a couple crates with things not found by customs, not important to customs. Put those ones in front.
Well, those are certainly some ideas.
We could also
Perhaps we should go and find out what is in these crates first before we decide
You gave me a look that said
what tactic we're going to take in slipping them by.
that I'm
That sounds dangerous. I've seen a bunch of sci-fis. When you open a crate, it's usually a body of some naked chick.
Well, that seems like something we should probably know.
What sci-fi movies are you watching?
It's true. I mean,
This
that's
is funny,
Firefly,
too.
right? And that's like with elements like that.
Dead naked people in boxes?
Well, no, they're usually alive. They're usually creepy girls that end up being the key to saving the universe.
Oh, of course.
I mean,
I don't remember.
We've got like 20 of them in all of our crates.
I'm just saying, it could be a fleet of heroines with superpowers.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if Customs wants to take like 1 out of 10 of our heroines that are going to save the world.
No, if it's like the Firefly chick, I liked her.
Here you go.
There are. But
So
they
you
can
need
just keep
lots of
theirs
them.
and we'll take
Need
the
10
others
of them.
elsewhere. Alright.
Yeah, let's go look.
I agree.
I'm gonna stay up here on the bridge and steer.
That is
Call
kind
up
of
if you need some help.
that is your thing. Good steering. No go into planet until decide plan.
Well, hurry up. I'll act like we're having some engine problems. I'll just take it real slow.
Maybe
Perfect.
a story about ship takes time to depressurize. Something I don't know about planet.
I'll take care of it.
You good person.
Alright, Shassoon, go find out what's in the crate.
I go. Shassoon goes. Are they like wooden crates, Jeff? Are they plasteel?
Yeah.
Adamantine.
Ceramite?
Very stuff of chaos. Oh, he was gone that whole time.
I said
Jeff,
I'm
what sort
grabbing
of
another
crates?
piece of pizza in the chat. Jeez.
Oh, in that chat. If you had typed it in the Discord chat, we
What?
all would have gotten to hear it. Then we would have known.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm
Jeff,
creating
are
an
these like
impenetrable
wooden crates
wall.
or like plasteel,
they're like wooden crates.
adamantine, ceramite? They're wooden. Okay. How are they? How are the lids attached? Are they like bolted on, or just like on a
giant
hinge?
nails.
They're just- Okay.
3. There's dead bodies in the
I go to my
crates.
toolbox, which I don't have,
Not really. No, there's
and I
drugs.
remove the nails from one of them.
They're carting drugs. They didn't even ask.
I've gone with him, but I'm kind of standing far back.
Yeah, Jeff.
Did you want this
I
one?
opened one of the crates.
Okay. So you so you're peeking inside of one of the wooden crates?
Absolutely.
All right.
Is there a naked chick inside?
Nope.
I heard that that's what's gonna happen.
There are bags and bags of some strange
Money.
green substance.
Ah, green fever. I know of this.
Each one seems to be in, just like a plastic bottle, I guess. I
Thing.
don't know. Just like a water bottle
Wait.
that's plastic. So
So there's like a water bottle full of this green stuff, and there's several of these water bottles in this thing.
oh yeah, the crate is full of them.
I grab one,
Okay.
pull it out of the crate,
Okay.
and I look at it, and I recognize what it is.
I don't know if you do.
Well done.
What are you going to use to investigate this thing? What are you? Are
I
you
thought
just
I just look at it,
perceiving?
and I kind of shake the bottle a little bit. Yeah,
Okay, do a perception. I mean,
and I'm
He
like,
uses
oh,
the
yeah, I know what
five
it is.
senses.
Yeah. I open it and I waft a little bit toward my nose. Smell it directly because that's not good.
Liquid explosive, and you die.
that'd be-
so you open it and waft it to your nose as well?
No. First, I do the perceiving without wafting
Okay.
it toward my nose to see if I think something works.
Okay, I was just wondering because usually you say things.
No,
that
I don't do that yet.
are-
Oh God, I have no
Okay.
idea.
Looks like a
Like
green
bottle
Kool-Aid.
full of peat moss. Oh, full of green Kool-Aid. Is it so? It's liquid though.
Oh yeah, it's liquid.
Oh, okay. You said strange green substance. To me, substance doesn't usually mean liquid, but I guess it could. Anyway, I show it. Alexandria, you're standing in there, right?
Yes, sorry.
Lady,
But I'm like
you know-
kind of
do
far
you know
back in
what
the room.
Liquid is?
What was that? You were talking.
I asked
Yes.
Alexandria what it was.
What sort of thingy should I roll?
I don't know. What sort of thingy do you want to do?
I don't know. Do I know what that is?
I mean, not just by looking at it without doing something, right?
I mean, I'm like watching him do whatever he's doing, so like I can see him like moving it around and stuff.
Okay. I mean, it appears to be just some, green liquid. That's there's not like debris in it or whatnot. It just looks like a green liquid. On color scale, probably just like pale green, kind of like close to lime or lemon lime.
Okay. So I walk up and take the thing out of his hand and kind of look at it a little bit more intensely up close. And look in the crate to see if there's, by chance, any sort of information.
There's a label. It says
Oh,
Mountain
yeah, I pull
Space
out the
Dude.
packing slip and the yep.
Yep.
Okay, perception.
Come on. Reid,
Oh,
did you follow us down there?
Wisdom is what Jeff
Yeah.
has been using.
Did you follow us down there? Reid?
No, I'm sitting in the mess hall.
Okay, you don't see anything in the
Her.
credits. Anything
Fail.
like that. You're just like, oh yeah, it's totally green Kool-Aid. Because that's
Guys, we're really
green
bad at
liquid.
rolling.
That's all it is.
I take my bottle and I go to the mess hall because I say, Reid say earlier he knows about criminals. Maybe substance illegal.
Okay, so
So
you
I take it to Reid.
Okay.
I say, Reid, you say earlier you know about criminals. Substance illegal. You know what is?
I might. I walk down there.
Oh, I brought the bottle with you. Or with me.
I try to identify his bottle of stuff.
Okay, how are you gonna do it?
I assume with culture criminal.
Okay, go ahead.
7, 8.
Okay. It doesn't remind you at first of anything that you've heard of or run across.
Okay.
However,
Alright. Oh.
the color is the same consistency as a particular gas that is
color
used
is
in
the same
biological
consistency.
warfare. It's
Hmm.
the color is the same as some illegal biological warfare stuff. However, it is liquid, so I mean, I don't know, right?
Shassoon, you should try to drink this and see what happens, then we might know what it is.
Shassoon thinks this is bad idea.
That was a joke, Shassoon. You shouldn't drink it.
No,
You'll put it back.
do we know anything, guys? We're kind of getting close to the checkpoint.
All right, so you're getting close to the checkpoint. Yes.
How many of these bottles?
Yes,
are
we
in
appear to be carrying quite a large amount of a biological warfare agent.
That
Doubt
sounds
that-
bad.
Yes, I doubt that the customs agents are going to be particularly lax with this.
Jeff, how
cargo.
many of these bottles are in this crate?
I don't know.
Approximately.
How many water bottles fit in a crate?
A lot.
Like
How-
200 maybe?
Okay.
Probably at least.
With some stuffing in between them. I mean, they're not like...
Yeah.
We could just have Alexandria just kill them all.
Great.
I'd really prefer not to.
Shassoon reminds team that we need supplies. Need to stay on planet for at least small amount of time. Cannot turn around immediate.
That is true, Shassoon. Another good observation. Well, perhaps we could seal up the crates, and if the customs agents are to find our contraband, insist that we do not intend to deliver them here, that we simply need to resupply, and we will be on our way. And then we could come back and try to sneak past. On this occasion, we have already announced our presence, so that's probably not in the cards.
I can't imagine that they're going to be happy that this is on their planet to begin with.
Oh, we're not on the planet. We're in the space around the planet. We just need.
Yeah, but
need
we're
a
going.
flying
We're
refueling.
going to the. We are going to the planet to restock and such.
Alexandria, how powerful your company?
That's a great question, Jeff.
Perhaps we could
I mean,
agree
it's
to.
powerful, but you're a ways away from the core of its power.
Yeah.
Oh.
Perhaps we could agree to allow a customs agent to stay with the ship to ensure that the cargo is not unloaded. while we resupply, and while we're at it, we can attempt to contact someone with some pull with the authorities.
And since we've already opened a box, I think it wouldn't be a terrible idea to fill it with something else and hope that they only open one box.
Do we have anything else that we can use to fill an entire crate with something that looks like it might be cargo? Yeah.
I don't think you.
There's
have
gotta
enough
be
food.
something on this ship.
Are you
Shassoon
gonna start
have
ripping
20.
wires off the ship? I mean,
The crates are full of air, breathable air. We're bringing
20
breathable air crates.
Shassoon have 20 meters rope. Long rope.
Shassoon, I don't believe that that's going to be convincing.
We transport rope. Rope salesman.
What if we put... What's his face?
The tree?
Yes.
And
Warlong in the crate and
Tree does not
have him
fit.
How big
act like...
crate again?
3
like
feet by 5
not
feet.
big enough for a tree.
And then have him act like a normal exotic plant that's not sentient and can't walk around.
Still doesn't fit in the box.
True.
You put
We could-
Shassoon in box. Shassoon act like in stasis. Slave trader.
I don't know if that's legal here.
Shassoon know this happens in Galaxy.
Yeah.
Don't know about legality.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it's legal
I'm
in most
sure
places.
I'm sure that that we would not draw any suspicion if we allowed them to come out and open our crate to show them a person inside.
I could just get naked and get in it, and they would just assume it'd be a naked girl.
That's what sci-fis do.
Outlaw star.
That would be, out of all the things we've said, that's the most normal thing that could have happened.
That's how all sci-fi stuff starts.
It's true.
So what are you guys gonna
Shassoon,
do? I mean,
Shassoon have ideas. Not often.
What if
have
we put
ideas.
Warlog seed in the crate and
I
say
wonder-
that each crate has a seed in it, but we wanted to make sure there was room if the seed sprouted that it wouldn't be confined too much. There's no soil or sunlight.
Not a terrible idea.
Shassoon seed allowed? Shassoon seed not raise suspicion?
Okay.
Or I mean, tree.
Shassoon, I'm not sure that
you would recall that it
seed
is
is
part of
illegal in
the
any-
SWN.
So I chime over.
we might have to
We
put
can
Warlog
always
in a
just
box
put
just
some
to make
random
sure nobody
tools and
notices
assortment
it.
of unimportant parts in there. I can point to which ones we can take out of the wall that won't affect the ship.
Yes, they'll probably buy that. We've traveled from 4 systems away to bring some hammers and things.
Let me check my knowledge of the ship. If there's something I can take out that would be important, but
Well, if you want
they
to buy an
wouldn't think it's
expensive
weird.
ship, you would go to Uber. So, I mean, there are
So why would we-
shipyards. But why would you be like bringing in like crap parts, right?
Pieces.
Trade in.
What if we
Trade in
drain a canister from the sand thrower into the crate and say that we're
The wooden crates.
transporting sand thrower munitions?
Is that any better than what biological munitions?
Well, I mean, it's literally just sand. Like,
Right. We're transporting sand.
they're canisters full of sand. They're
We
crude
have
but effective.
another weapon.
Right. So maybe this planet doesn't
What
have
other weapon?
good source of sand.
What do they want sand for? I don't know. Maybe.
Grasping?
Who knows?
Why would
What
they
other-
care what it is? They just want the money for the docking fees.
Yeah, they just might not be convinced after opening one crate and finding it full of sand.
What other weapon we have on ship?
Our other weapon is a multifocal laser. It is unfortunately not. It doesn't fire a munition.
We could put in
No,
like
it
our
just works
exosuits
on
in there
any-
or something like that.
That's
Ooh.
a good idea.
How are
Do
you?
we have exosuits?
Do you?
We have exosuits.
No.
Yeah,
I don't have an
ship. How would you work on the
Unless
ship?
they were on the ship. Unless
Yeah.
they were on the ship when we took it.
Yeah, I mean that's
We'd
gotta
have
be standard, right? If you need to fix something outside, you gotta have an exosuit.
Oh, this is the future, Nate. Things don't just go wrong with spaceships.
That's true.
Whatever problem there is, you just fly to the next port and dock and fix
I
it.
mean, there may be one. I don't know if there'd be any more.
Let me check the I-10 or not what's that? Manifest. Should that be a luck save? What should that be, Jeff?
There's one.
Okay.
Chef.
What?
Shassoon has been to several planets now, traveling around, right? He's been through
Sure.
customs a few times.
You know.
Does he expect that they're going to like send somebody on board to check it out, or are they gonna like scan the are they gonna literally open the crates, or are they just gonna be like scanning the ship and scanning the cargo?
Let me use my
So,
culture
like-
spacer to let you know, Ben.
So
Or
like
Nick.
half the planets would probably just scan you, and that's it. Knowing Ben's ideas about the customs here, they would probably do at least both, maybe more.
Oh God. Okay.
I'm still saying the noxious gas.
I still think that's our best plan, but I still think we want to like have a crate in case they're like we're gonna check one at least before
Let's
we
put
leave.
the
and
exo.
like, oh, the rest
Let's
are
put
the
the
same, right?
exosuit in the crate, and all stand by to release the noxious fumes.
I guess we have two options, really. And it's possible that we can try both at once. But it
Right.
seems to me that we can either fill this crate with something else and make the environment uncomfortable and hope that they don't look very hard, or we can do as I said before and admit that we have something they would rather not be delivered here and accept terms that will allow us to refuel and resupply and leave again without giving up our...
They board us in space or when we get to.
We're rendezvousing in a point just ahead of us in space. We're very
like
slowly drifting
It's like a little
that way.
platform. So it's like a.
They board. Wait.
So you land on the
board it.
platform.
They board in space. They wear exosuit. Ventilator in suit. No noxious fumes.
True.
Good thought, though.
So you're just gonna like hover above this platform all day.
Yup.
Well, we've yet to come up with a plan.
What happens if just go past customs and land on planet? Arrested, shot down, worse.
Those all seem bad. We could ask.
Sure. I mean,
I come over. Trevor, if we were
Yes,
to
Nova.
not proceed to the rendezvous point and simply fly on toward the planet, what would the reaction be of you and your agents?
Go ahead and do a persuade while you do this too. Otherwise, he'll give you a generic answer.
Persuade. Charisma.
Okay, so there's a small pause, and it's just like, would you have time for the short or long answer?
As I see it, Trevor, I can really listen to whatever length of answer you'd like to give me.
Okay, so he starts detailing out all the events that would occur. First, they would hail you 3 times, requesting that you would stop, and then they would, pinpoint your location. A couple
I
of
hit
their
the button to record this entire spiel.
a couple of their shuttles would hover right above the location point and set to scan for your particular ship, and they would just be in a holding pattern. And then, as soon as you tried to leave, if you did not pay the fine, you would be shot down, and then an investigation would occur on the planet to remedy whatever you had done. And if you were on planet too long, they would send a SWAT team to go pick you guys up.
Thank you for that information, Trevor.
He's just like, yes, that was information.
Well, Trevor, we will be proceeding to the rendezvous point imminently. Please prepare your checks.
Very good. Nova.
Perfect. Well,
Aircraft said, very good, Nova.
this is bad.
Oh, yeah, I totally should have done that. Man, I missed out. I'm not cold. Do you want the other blanket? Sorry.
Maybe they not know what bottle is. We convince something else.
I got an idea. Why don't we empty one of the bottles, fill it with actual Kool-Aid, and when they question what it is, Shassoon drinks the Kool-Aid.
I tried to convince Shassoon to try it earlier, and he was not interested.
No, but he's not actually trying the thing. He's trying something else. It's the old hand in the whatever thing. I don't know the expression.
Shassoon have no Kool-Aid packets.
I could always fake an emergency landing and try to land.
Shassoon wondered that. What if?
Nugget, I don't think that's a good idea. I think they would just come and check the ship.
Not if they couldn't enter the cargo bay because we told them that there was a horrible radiation poisoning things.
I think they would just scan us and tell us that's not the
I'll
case.
use my vast knowledge of gases to find the one that'll fool their sense eyes.
It's sense eyes.
Shassoon think we either make deal or we just lie about what in crate when they discover.
I think we should try to lie about it, and if they catch us, try.
Fair.
Nugget thinks we're not very good criminals.
Shassoon not criminal. No knowledge of criminal.
All right, very well. Okay, Jeff, we come to the point.
Shassoon need go bathroom. Be right back.
Great.
We're so screwed.
Yep.
him back.
Nick is not.
Did you decide on something though?
Yes, we're going to fly up to the thing and see what happens.
Yep.
To the custom thing?
Yep,
Okay.
that's what we're doing.
As you approach a little...
I don't.
What?
Nate said he has a good feeling about this.
A little drone
Less
shoots
confident.
out. Do a luck check. Anyone.
I think Megan should do it.
Somebody with
Why me?
so well so far.
Right.
Okay, so I'll do it then. Can I
I'll do
reroll
it,
luck
hang
checks?
on.
Is that a thing? Probably not.
Nope.
I got it, friends.
All right.
Dun dun.
Oh no, so close.
It
Okay,
was
so
so close too.
for whatever happens. So a little green light appears and just sort of scans the ship, and it turns back around and goes into a little hangar as you guys land. You see that you're waved to a particular location, and then you are greeted by 3 people in what looks like assault armor that's spray painted gold. Waiting at the ramp, looking expectantly at it to lower. And you get a hail. What would you like to do?
I respond through the intercom without opening the door. Greetings, gentlemen. We appreciate the warm welcome to your planet.
You just hear why don't we just get this over with? And greetings, I suppose. Please state your name.
We are here to resupply and refuel so that we can continue on to our ultimate destination.
There's silence. And then a click as he readdresses you. Is that all?
Yes.
And you hear, well, okay, why don't you just open the hangar, we'll take a quick look around, and then you can be on your way as soon as we check you off there.
Okay. I guess I let him on this shit.
Okay.
Oh.
I just want to make clear that I'm not disobeying protocol, but I'm like ready to punch us out of here, like quick.
If we leave, we die. We won't have any more food.
That's
Well-
the problem. We're kind of screwed.
I don't know, maybe you can find an exchange satellite somewhere and bargain for something.
We got this. We're good.
Oh.
Alright, so the 3 men walk in and they're just like, alright, looks like the cargo bay's this way, and does anyone greet him at the door? Like, or...
Wouldn't Ben still be there?
Yeah, I assume I would meet them at the door.
Alright, they look at you and they're like, alright, take us to the cargo hold, please.
I take them to the cargo hold.
Alright, they follow behind. You can see that they're clearly armed, and that they are wearing some sort of, suit.
I am in the cargo hold looking, like, busy, but, like, I'm not there to be nosy, but, like, I don't know, like I'm sweeping or I'm doing something that makes me look like I'm just a part of the crew.
Okay. So they look at the boxes. They're scratching some things down, and then Ben, you notice that one of their compads on their hip is flashing.
Okay. Sir, it appears that you have a phone call.
And you see him glance down. Oh. My supervisor would have killed me if I would have missed another one. And so he flips the comm open, and you hear a voice saying, please do a thorough inspection. We detected some anomalies in chemical compounds within the hull of the ship. Please make sure you check boxes. And then it lists off just like a serial number. And the guy looks at you and he's like, well, sounds like we're going to have to open up some of your crates there. Do you guys have anything for us to open them with, or are we going to have to use these? And he holds up like just a standard crowbar.
We'd really prefer if you did not open any of the crates. There is some relatively sensitive material inside. As I said, we don't intend to deliver anything here. We just need to refuel and resupply, and we'll be on our way.
Go ahead and do a persuade check. You okay?
I've returned. Did we die yet?
Not yet.
Nope, but Ben just left them in the cargo bay.
Okay, so
Where we're at.
sort of unexpectedly, he just sort of nods and goes, yeah, I understand. You look like a scientist anyway. As he just sort of looks you up and down, and he's like, well, is there a particular wavelength that it is not sensitive to?
That would, of course, be a question for the science officer of the ship. His name is Nugget, believe it or not, and I will call him down here.
So they're waiting patiently. And
I calmed Nugget, and then I send him a Facebook message warning him what they're going to ask, so he can slowly make his way down here and hopefully have an answer. They're going to ask if there's a specific wavelength that it's not reactive to that he could scan it with.
Oh, okay. Fuck.
Sir, that's not a wavelength.
No, I'm looking to see about my. Probably gonna space Google it. Unless would it be post tech or pre tech? Would that be helpful?
Medical equipment is.
Then we're going untrained, I
Tech
guess.
medical.
Nope. I can roll twice though. Or I can just lie, right? I suppose.
You could, and then
Well,
see how they
if he
react.
scans it with the wrong thing and it reacts. That's
And
not gonna
we explode.
Right, I'm going untrained. Here we go, friends.
So what do you say to him? Anyway.
No, I'm racking my brain because I'm a smart dude. I'm gonna see if I actually know.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay. I'm
go
going
ahead.
to get a phone call.
Leaving us hanging.
No. Hello. Hi. Yep, I will. Bye. Okay. Here we go. Round 2. I'm re-rolling it.
You're gonna re-roll it? Okay.
yes!
Okay. So from a chemical compound, there's not a particular wavelength that's gonna cause the stuff to vaporize or react. As long as you don't take the cap off.
So that's the true answer to the best of my knowledge.
So you know that if you take the cap off of this green stuff, now that you know what it is, and that you're just applying some medical knowledge here, the liquid is vapor at room temperature down to like negative 200 Kelvin. So it's deceptively liquid under pressure, is what it is.
Just for the record, you can't have negative 200 Kelvin.
I thought it was.
6,000.
No, zero
You
is.
can't have anything less than
Or
zero.
sorry,
Zero.
negative 200 Celsius
You're
because
stuck in the
it's.
past.
Ah, there you go.
That's legit. Yeah, it's 273 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get with the times.
So, on my way down there, Jeff.
But the question is, what do you want to tell him?
So on my way down there, I'm doing my comm. I'm using my computer to program something, and I'm gonna have it such that when I push a button on my comm, the lights are gonna flash, and there's gonna be some like arcing in that room. And like the shape, I program it so when I push this button, like the engines rattle a little bit. There's arcing, there's dimming, everything blinks and things like that.
And you're
then
gonna
I-
do this in like the 30 seconds it takes you to get to the.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, it's a difficult computer check, but
Oh,
you did
fuck.
not pass. So you've got like 10 lines of this thing written, but there's just one problem that's taking you more than 30 seconds to solve.
All right. Well, we'll just push the button and hope that it works then. So I go down there, and I do my best job to fake like a proper accent. Hello, good sirs. I am Scientist Nugget. You have a question for me?
Well, yes, good sir. What sort of wavelength would we not be able to utilize?
Ah, this is very
this vicinity.
dangerous things. You may use a wavelength, but you must stop your scan immediately. If it starts to react, it would be tragic for us all.
He goes, okay, do you have the paperwork for dangerous materials?
I left it in the cockpit. Get it if you'd like.
He says, yes,
I will
please.
go do that now, actually. I'm going with haste.
He says, yes, and my associate will go and retrieve the portable scanner.
Ah, excellent.
So one of them walks off. There's only two standing there, just sort of like waiting.
So I go back to the cockpit, Jeff, and then I continue my computer program.
So you're gonna continue your program, or are you gonna like fake some documents?
Wait, is Megan down here?
I was down in the room.
I give Megan a nonverbal cue to follow me, and I say, Megan, you mock up some documents. I gotta do something else.
Well, the question is, does she follow you when you give her the nonverbal cue, or does she just
What
go?
kind of-
She shoots her a look, obviously.
Right.
Right, but
I
how
mean-
does Megan's character react? Does Megan's character like what does she? Does
Yeah.
she just go or does she?
Yeah, because I'm in the room, but I'm trying to be as nonchalant as possible. So I would see his nonverbal cue and give him one back, and then leave, but not necessarily with him, so that I could run and because isn't one of the guys following him?
No,
No,
the two
he's
guys
going
are just
elsewhere.
staying in the cargo hold, and then
Oh,
one guy
okay.
is
Just
leaving.
walking
Cool.
in the hallway to the bridge.
Yeah, so
and
I would
tell you
probably
they need to
still.
make us mock documents when we're out of earshot.
I would probably still exit a different direction and then meet up with him so it doesn't look quite as much like I'm...
There's not really another direction.
Alright, fine. Fine.
Like it's a spaceship.
So anyway, so yeah, I would follow along then
Okay.
and do that.
So you're gonna mock up the documents?
Yeah.
All right. Can I get a bureaucracy roll?
Bureaucracy.
Bureaucracy. Yes.
Goodness.
And that would be based off intelligence.
We are really bad at stuff, guys.
Okay, so you quickly
We didn't think of any of
just
this.
Google a bunch of like chemical things and like different symbols and just start throwing it together onto what you assume is their document. And that takes you a good 3-4 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, while they're off doing that, I offer the guy a drink and go and get a couple glasses. Nugget can be very disorganized some time to find the documentation. I'm sure he'll have it as quickly as he can. Would you like a drink?
Jeff,
Go ahead
well,
and
that's-
persuade. And then Nugget.
So again, I'm using the computers to mock it up so all of the different bells and whistles of the ship go off in hopes of convincing them that something bad is going on. / maybe it'll screw up the scanners when I flash on the drive and stuff like that.
Okay, that'll be a difficulty 9. All right, so you've got you wrote out 2,000 lines of code in 4 minutes.
No!
All right, so they decline and they're just it shouldn't take that long even for simple. It's a ship. Who loses things on a ship is the gist of what they're saying.
So
We are fairly new to this activity. We haven't been traders for very long, so we're still trying to iron out some kinks. I apologize.
So, Jeff, my understanding of this is that right now it wouldn't actually hurt you. It's when it gets turned into a vapor it would hurt you.
Yes.
Okay. So, I send a private message and say, I don't have another thing. I'm accidentally going to drop one of them, and everyone should just run out. And that they run out too.
They don't even know what's in there yet.
I know, but if we run out screaming, they will too.
but we haven't even got one of the bottles out yet. The whole thing is just trying to avoid it.
I'll be the one that's going to handle it.
Okay.
Okay, so I meet up with Megan and I come back with the documents. Is the guy back yet, Jeff?
Oh yeah, he's been back for 2 minutes or so. Megan, in terms of the type of document, are you looking to be accurate about the substance, inaccurate about this? How far from accuracy are you going? Are you trying to state a different particular substance or what?
I would say I would try and pick a substance that may be volatile but not illegal. Those exist, right?
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Jet fuel.
Right, that.
Okay. So you come back, and they're sort of tapping their feet at this point. They hold out their hand to take the document.
I would have given it to Nugget.
Yep.
In fact, yeah, Nugget would have been the one with the document since.
And they ask
he was
him,
Like
the
a
one
big-
with
I'm sorry. I forgot what accent I was doing earlier.
God.
they look at him, and they're just like, what?
But here's those documents you wanted.
Are you a woman now?
I don't know.
They're squinting their eyes at you, and they look at it and they're like, okay. So any scan should be okay.
They look over at Reid, and he's just grinning, but it's more like a grimace, and just kind of smiles at them and nods his head.
And so they set the machine up next to the crates, and you can hear it as it clicks on and it begins software.
Jeff, I would like to accidentally fall into the.
What?
Fall into the what?
Fall into the thing. So I get up close, like, oh, this is an interesting contraption, and then I fall into it and knock it over.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, make a luck check.
And then we
There's
all
so much, like, scheming happening.
All right.
Oh God!
So, you fall, and they're just like, "What are you doing?" And they just watch as the machine literally just sort of crumples and becomes useless. And they look at it, and they look at you, and they're just like, "All right, we're gonna have to do this hard way. You will be detained." And one of them pulls out shackles,
God!
we were fine.
and it's just like, "You will be detained." So they pull out shackles and they're like, let's see, and he flips open his compad and he flips down and he's just like, all right, this particular piece of machine costs 10,000 credits.
Alright, Mr. Ship Owner.
That's not my problem.
Either we get 10,000 credits now and we continue our investigation, or you're coming with us and we're continuing our investigation.
Alright. Yeah, this is actually our first delivery. We have yet to build up any sort of ship account. So it's actually going to be possible for us to pay quite yet for the cost of your machine that Nugget here just destroyed without the help of any of the rest of us.
It was an accident.
If you would like to send him an invoice, I'm sure he will pay you out of his share when we next have a sum or a lump of income come in.
He frowns and he's like, I'm sorry, he's going to have to become one of our indentured servants. And then he sort of details this process where Nate will get to work at a super Walmart for 20 years.
That is...
They even offer him the like sporting goods section if he really wants. They're not.
Well, he brought it on himself.
Man.
So what does Nugget do?
Like, we needed to do something. I'm fine with my choice. I say, oh, okay, well, let me go get my bags and my clothes. I'll be right back.
They're just like, why don't we have one of our men go with you this time?
Okay.
You just fly the ship away.
So one of them follows you. What would the rest of you like to do? So the main guy sighs and at the same time turns to the other guy and says, "You go get another one."
So now there's only one guy in the bay and one guy with me, right?
Yes.
Oh my god.
They are wearing what appears to be some sort of armor.
Yeah, we can't fight them.
I don't know. It's a lot of chance, right?
I don't understand what's happening.
They were gonna scan the thing and no!
We were fine!
Why were we fine?
I don't think anything bad was gonna happen.
You'll never know now, right? Or you might.
No, we won't.
I mean, just let Nate get taken and you'll find out what would have happened.
Yeah.
Well...
I don't even... No.
I can't even.
Anyone doing anything? You're just flabbergasted.
I'm still just
Trying to
smiling.
save us here, friends.
Jeff, does one of these guys seem to be the leader of this group, or are they?
Yes.
The one
are
that's
they all
in the cargo
same?
hold with you is the sort of leader.
Yeah, mind trick him or something, Nick.
I
Use the
wish that
force,
I
dude.
could. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
He can hit him over the head with his own helmet.
Um. I. So it's only the leader guy that's left in there?
Yep.
Alright, so I go up to him and put on my best smile.
Jeff, while she's talking to him, I'm on Facebook sending Ben a message, by the way. Sending Reid a message. I learned how to use Facebook from Nugget back in Mos Eisley, if you recall.
Okay. What was Megan doing? Sorry.
Talking.
She's okay.
Sorry.
You're talking to the guard.
Yeah, so I'm talking to the guard and just letting him know, this whole thing has just been so stressful, and like Reid said, we're new at this, and I'm so sorry that Nugget is such just a clumsy bumpkin. Would you mind if we just paid you later? And I start like flirting and being flirty. I don't know. I don't flirt, so I don't. Yeah.
Okay. Roll a persuade, I guess.
There isn't a flirt roll. How dare they?
Persuade.
Would that be? Okay.
So he looks at you and he's like, while I would love to help you out, I have to follow protocols. Uber is very strict on protocols, so we're gonna have to follow these protocols to the letter. I'm sorry, but your friend is gonna have to work at a Walmart for 20 years. Unless we get 10,000 credits to replace the broken machinery.
I say, okay, if you're sure.
Alright, so let's pause real fast. And then let's go to see what Nate's doing. Nate?
What are you wanting to know, Jeff?
What are you doing? You're now walking back to your quarters, I
I'm
assume?
going really, really, really slowly. Because clearly I did something that my fellow party mates did not want me to do. I thought I was doing this for the betterment of the group, and I apologize. So wildly. So I'm hoping by the good grace that they carry my ass out of this game. Because clearly I'm feeding top lane.
Alright, well he's starting to nudge you a little bit with his gun. Okay.
He just falls
what's he
over.
gonna do? If he's an injured servant, like, is he gonna beat me up? Like, whatever, man.
He's doing the like toddler thing where he just falls limp to the ground and the guy's like trying to push him along and he's just like sliding slowly.
I mean, literally, killing me would be doing me a favor at this point, right? Like, rather than walking to Super Walmart in the sports section. So I just taking my time, dude. But letting them hatch a plan.
Alright, well, I mean, you get there. Are you actually going to your quarters, or are you going anywhere else? Or?
Well, I'm just kind of wandering.
He goes to the wrong
going to the
like 3
mess hall, get
times.
my favorite spork. Going to the pilot's thing and get my little dinosaurs, my little action figures on that I have on set up on the comm. Just getting things.
Okay, so we'll flash back to the cargo hold. So Megan, you were saying?
He walked away. I think she went to the bathroom. Well, Reid sighs heavily and asks to speak to the captain guy in private.
he thinks for a second. It's just like, well, I mean, the cargo's not gonna walk out of here, so it's just like, all right, where would you?
All right,
What's private? What?
let's go away from everybody else. It's the main thing, and then I will ask him if I pay Nugget's ransom or whatever it is, can he tell the rest of the crew that he's to waive the fee on this in this one instance rather than telling them that his ransom has been paid?
He sort of shrugs and says, well, I mean, if anyone goes looking in the public records, it'll be listed.
I really doubt they'll do that.
Okay, well, you may do that.
Perfect. Okay. Alright, I guess I pay it out of the emergency fund.
Alright, strike out
God.
10,000 gold, and then I will stop making the bounty on Nate's head. Alright, so, as Nate's being pushed along, the guy's like, alright, looks like the captain wants to talk to you. Nate? Anyone?
I'm still here.
I'm still
Oh
here.
my god.
Okay, Jeff, what is going on? He wants to talk to me?
Yeah, he wants to talk to you. The guy, you hear him, hold up a comm, and, it just says, please report back to the cargo bay. And he's just like, alright, well, you're coming back with me.
Go back to the cargo bay.
Alright, so, they enter the cargo bay, and the main guy, gives everyone a stern look and just says, I think we're going to forgive you just this one time. If you ever touch our toes again, or whatever the phrase is.
Step on our
I
toes.
don't think that's the phrase, but I hear you, Jeff.
If you ever touch our toes again.
Right. That's what the guy's saying, right? So
Okay.
it's one of those where he's being over dramatic, and you're just like, well, that was weird. And he's just like, well, after we do the scan, we'll be on our way if everything's kosher.
How much did Ben have to pay for me to get out?
You don't even know.
10,000
10,000 credits.
Oy.
All right, so the third guy comes back on with the new machine, and goes over, starts setting it up. It starts whirring on, and starts a green beam that stretches out, and it goes across the crate. Can I get someone to roll me 2 luck checks?
Not me.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Go for it. Let's see. I did it!
Okay.
I failed.
All right. As this is an older model, it is prone to having some issues itself. Therefore, your 1 success seems to be sufficient as they go, I mean, it doesn't seem to match exactly correctly, but this old Bessie's been a little, this one's been a little on the fritz. But, I mean, it looks like it's close enough chemical composition. We'll just need for you to sign this as they, show you the scan.
Perfect.
Who signs it? Anyone?
Yes.
Did Ben said he would?
He didn't say anything.
He's turning his mic on. Give him a second.
I sign it, I guess. Actually, I got to Shassoon to sign it. Shassoon here is our ship accountant and record keeper. You will be happy to sign off on this paperwork for you.
Shassoon signs his name in a Cleveland hieroglyph.
They look at it, they shrug, and they
Perfect.
go, all right, well.
It's not actually. It doesn't actually mean Shassoon. It's actually meaningless. It's just like a letter.
They send you a data file to present to whatever port you choose to stay at. And
this morning when I left.
they will thank you, and they're walking off the ship there.
Thank you very much. Friend, not one work at Walmart.
So am I off the hook then? Or they still work?
Yeah. No, you're good. You're golden.
They said they were gonna let you off just this one time.
Okay. Well, I owe Ben 10,000 credits, I guess.
You don't know that though. They said that. It's a secret.
Secret.
Well, I do feel mighty dumb. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go back up.
It's a good thing I didn't buy that mag rifle back on the other planet. We wouldn't have been able to afford that. Alright.
Jeff, just a general question: how common are psychics in this sector?
They're still pretty rare. I mean, people know of them. Not many people know of one.
So, like, if there was just randomly an object floating around the room, they wouldn't just be like, "Oh, there must be a psychic here." There might be.
Normal people on a planet wouldn't be like that, but anyone who has any sort of travelers coming through or something, yeah, they would know of psychics and what goes on with that.
Okay. Okay.
So do you guys just take off and head down to the planet?
Yep.
All right.
An hour and a half later, we made it through customs, guys.
Yes, you made it through customs. And you are assaulted with ads of 1,000 different space centers. Or
Well,
1,000
we
different
probably have a
ports.
destination of one that we're supposed to go to, right?
You have a destination on the planet, but
Which one is
not
closest to
necessarily
that?
a port. The rusty gear.
Jeff, which one advertises that they have the cheapest supplies?
The cheapest.
Because
it's
you're an
called
advocate for
it's
that
called
one.
the new redneck agenda.
My peoples.
Perfect. We go there, get new supplies. Very cheap, it says.
And then a whole bunch of ads that seems like super tailored towards redneck became pop up on your HUDs. So whatever redneck thing you want, you can get it. I mean, you can get like 100,000 bottle rockets,
Nice.
a tin can escape pod, stuff like that.
Nice. But we can get food and life support, right? Which is what's important. And
You
that
can.
sort of thing.
Well, food and life support is the same cost. It's just a standard cost. It's hard to deviate from that even
It's
for
already
rednecks.
cheaper. Dang it. That's what I meant, is which one had the cheapest, like, that sort of supplies. Person days.
Well,
Which had
They
the
have
cheapest per
cheaper
person day?
fuel. They call it the best cat fuel in the universe.
I use my powers of culture spacer to translate for everyone what that means.
That means, yeah, sure, it's a viable source of fuel, but there is a small chance that something will go wrong because your engines aren't built to deal with cat fuel. Oil. Cat
I
oil.
think that we probably shouldn't do that, though.
Yeah, let's not go there.
I'll be right back.
Let's go Rusty
going on?
Ale, whatever.
Did something funny happen?
I think their cat made a poor choice.
No, it was not the cat.
Did
Oh.
make a poor choice?
She did, yes. I'll let her decide whether or not you're gonna find out what it was. She was making a root beer float and she got her tongue stuck to the ice cream scoop.
Perfect.
That's great.
That's what I
Pretty good.
expect out of an assassin. Just
Right
up.
up there with someone at his apartment with over a microwave and something the other day.
Alright, so you go to the rest of gear, I take it?
Yeah, we go to the rest of the gear, I think. Not the Redneck Heaven or whatever that place was called.
Yep. Alright, so life support costs will be 4,100 to restock.
4,100.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Fuel costs 200 for 2 jumps. Or for the two jumps that you have space for.
Is that something that we would pay, like, individually then? Like, split that up? Or
I don't know, Enrique's gonna
do we
do
have to talk about it?
4,100. Do we even have 4,100 credits? Like,
I mean, I have my share.
what?
Where are you guys getting all this money from? Like,
Yeah.
I'm awesome.
like,
Don't worry about it.
I'm at 100.
Things going on in the background.
Shassoon pay for 1/10.
Docking fees here.
Do we know how much money we're making for these, like, things we're doing?
I don't think we ever
Did
got
Ben
a
tell you?
contract or anything for it.
No, they told us.
Right?
No, did Ben tell you?
Oh really? I didn't write it
I don't know
down.
if I ever told them.
Like character wise, like Ben knows how much. I don't know if he told the rest of the crew.
Well, we make
I don't
delivery.
feel like I know.
We make delivery, then buy supplies.
Agreed.
Yep. So we're gonna have to figure out how to deliver this thing, is what you're saying. Even though we're not supposed to. Alright.
Wait, we're not supposed to? What do you mean by that?
I guess the authorities cleared us so we can deliver it
Yeah,
now,
we're
but we
good.
did tell them we weren't going to.
Oh, did we? I wasn't
Did you?
here for that part.
We'll add that to the list of things that kind of just all happened at once.
Well, that was my plan, was just to get us out of here, but then it turned out that they destroyed their machine.
Okay, and out of game. It wasn't. I mean, it ended up being a bad thing, but it could have worked.
I guess.
It's a planet. It's not like they're not going to have more.
Yeah, but we had time then.
Did we?
Yeah.
They didn't seem like they wanted to be there, so I thought maybe.
Well, I thought that they were just gonna let us go, and they were being nice, and then you just destroyed their stuff.
Yeah, because I didn't read the room well. Well, I'll stay on the bridge from now on.
But you were called from the bridge this time, so I don't know what the
Yeah,
problem is.
I didn't want. Yeah, like
They
It was
called
in
your
character
TP.
because that is not what you need Nugget to be doing. God, that
Okay,
was so stupid.
You have a
I guess we
particular
need to figure
rendezvous
out
point.
who the buyer is for this. I mean, I assume we were giving coordinates or something.
You were given a number to call.
Ah,
I call the number.
555-5555.
Oh, yes. Common number.
You get a number that says, "Greetings, good chap. Who's this?"
Yes, this is Reid. My friends just call me Reid. We have a delivery for you from Name of Guy.
I don't think I ever gave him a name, did I?
I give them his name, though.
Okay.
From
He's-
Jimmy Bob.
Oh, wasn't it like Billy Bob? No, it wasn't. That was.
I think
Never mind.
it might have been something like that.
Yeah. He goes, Yes, well, my name is Sir Reginald Pompous the Seventh. Where might you be housing said stuff for us to retrieve?
It is on our ship at coordinates blah 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 blah.
He goes, good. I shall be sending my associate. You may call him Jimi Hendrix.
We will await Mr. Hendricks here.
He pauses, like he was hoping that you would find that funny.
Ha
Ah, good God, you heathen! Haven't you been keeping up with the current times?
ha! Ha!
Hendrix was the failure of a captain of the Faded Lily.
Oh, yes, a good joke, sir. I actually met Mr. Hendricks once.
Oh, did you?
Indeed. I played him in a game of cards upon his ill-fated ship.
I don't recall.
You must
him
know
ever
he is
liking
not
cards.
particularly interested in inheritances from long-lost cousins.
So just okay. So he just goes, okay. Well, Mr. Prince of Nigeria, I will send over Jimi Hendrix to collect it with his staff. They will be over there tomorrow morning. It is quite late, because it would be like the end of 24 hours when you got to the Grim Hill system.
Of course.
So.
cool.
All right.
So it's the night, basically. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, did you guys want to do anything during night or just rest up? Anything like
Is
that?
it like is it like night, or is it evening?
It's like night.
Oh, okay, I sleep.
Okay. Ben, Megan.
Nope. Sleep.
I think I'm good.
Nate, do you want to go cause some ruckus?
No more ruckus.
Naircraft said no.
All right. And the tree just sits around.
Naircraft said actually maybe yes.
All right, Nate, what do you want to do? Nothing? Okay.
Naircraft said 5 seconds.
He's on the phone, I bet.
Reid, do you know any You know
Yes.
people who are in underground of planets?
I may or may not have contact here. Thinks to himself. Or rolling.
Alright, here's what I'm doing. I'm gonna go cause some ruckus.
Okay.
You have done enough.
Ben can
So-
roll, and then what's Nate doing?
So here's the ruckus. I'm looking for my dad,
Oh yeah.
Okay.
who is a doctor. The only thing I really know about him is that he was a doctor that visited our world, and his name was Nigel Bartholomew Rickbottom the Third.
Nigel.
And he fell
from
in
the
love
show?
with my mother. So I'm going to go to
Can you post that in chat so that I can get the spelling?
yeah
What you want?
Nigel Barthol. I'm not sure how to spell that. Bartholomew.
That's kind of what I was asking.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well,
Anyways, so I'm gonna go to the. I will get you the name. So I'm gonna go to the hospital and just look up because all the doctors will be registered. So I'm just gonna go to the hospital and look at the registry for the doctors and see if there's any of those people. If there's anybody by that name on this planet.
All right. Here's the best part. You get to the hospital door, and it won't open. But there's a place to slide like a credit chip on the side.
You need money to go into those.
Oh yeah.
You need money to go in the hospital?
This is the corporation planet.
Oh.
Okay. Well,
They're
I'm not
not so
interested then.
Okay.
It's only because you don't have any money.
Yeah, I don't have any money at all. So
All right.
I'll continue on then. I go back to the ship.
Ben. Yeah, you know a contact. What's this contact's name?
Name.
Who knows a contact?
Ben has a contact
I
in
do,
the
of
underworld.
course.
I asked him for a contact.
His name is John Friedheim.
John Friedheim.
I
Okay.
closed roll 20.
Shassoon not know much about being criminal. You want know where to maybe buy servant. John Friedheim know this?
John Friedheim is a dealer in all sorts of illicit substances.
Think of like
He's not.
think of like ritual illicit substances. So, not
course.
very many
Think
substances.
of-
Like ivory and whale heart bone.
Like weird
Whale heart bone?
weird stuff.
Obviously, Nate is real fancy.
You may not know this, but one of the primary exports of Uber is the elusive whaleheart bone, and I know that he has a grand stock of that. He also deals in other rare substances that you might see in the high echelons of society. It's possible that you could find a manservant there.
But he maybe put me in contact with someone who can, even if can't.
I'm sure Mr. Friedheim has many connections.
You think I contact Friedheim or you?
I think perhaps that I should, my friend.
Okay, let me know
Right.
what find out.
I space book, Mr.
Okay. So he Facebooks you back. His initial subject is something along the lines of, "Man, you owe me like 60,000 credits."
I owe you nothing of the sort, sir. I do have a couple of questions.
Nah, I was just messing with you anyway.
Perfect. On to the question.
Sure. Shoot away,
I
so
have
I
an
can profit.
I have an associate who is seeking to hire or otherwise obtain a manservant. Do you have any connections to dealers in the human trade?
It's like, well,
You
don't
might also check
stutter.
the Xenos, I'm unsure.
Don't stutter. I mean, butlers and maids are a dime a dozen, right?
That's what I told him.
I could even set him up personally. You know what? Come by my shop tomorrow, and I will have a line of 12 of them.
Perfect. Shassoon can choose the one that he wants. I would not bother with your best specimens.
Ah, understood.
Shassoon is a man of interesting taste. I would
Ah,
with the average to strange ones.
Average to strange.
so average to strange it is.
Fantastic. Yes, I think that's all for now.
Okay. Anything else anyone wants to do before tomorrow?
Nope.
Alright, so you guys fall asleep and you wake up in the morning. And then, you know, sometime early in the morning you get a hailing from a comm that's probably nearby. What do? Do you open the comm? Do you let it ring and hang up, or?
Who's the call for?
Yeah,
It's
what does the
coming
caller
to the
ID
ship.
say?
It's like unknown number because the ship doesn't recognize number.
Unknown number because it's unknown.
Clever.
It's like 9527333.
9527333. Reid thinks about it. He wonders if he's ever heard this number before. Good.
Not that you would recall.
I mean, it doesn't say who it's for or anything. He just answers it. There's video.
So right, it's like a direct hail, so it doesn't say like for XYZ. It's just like hailing the Nova. You answer it, and someone with British clothes is standing there, just like, oh, good. I thought this thing was broken. My name is Jimi Hendrix. I'm
Mr.
here
Hendrix,
for
hello.
the whatchamacallits.
Reid blinks a couple times. For the bottles that we have.
The whatchamacallits, sir.
The crates that we have
Yes.
that aren't full, may or may not be full of bottles of green liquid.
So, as you were sort of describing it, you just heard like this weird click where it sort of like cuts out and then back in. And it's like, yes, crates.
Yes. We have the crates. Would you like to come and collect them?
No, very, very much so.
Perfect.
We are approaching the dock here as we speak.
All right, we will lower the ramp.
So you see sort of like a mini fleet of what you could loosely say is sort of like how milk trucks used to look. That sort of white back end, refrigerator style. And they just sort of, one by one, pull up to the back, and a man steps out. He's in a British attire, just straightens his tie and sort of strides up and waits for the door to come down.
All right. I mean, I meet him at the door once the thing is down.
Okay. It's a trap. They throw you into these insane asylum cars and they drive off. Yeah, no. He's just like, all right. So you are the contact?
You could call me that.
It's like, good. Well, let's go take a look. Look. And he gestures inside.
All right, we walk in.
All right, he goes to the crates. He takes a crowbar and wrenches it free. Pulls up one of the bottles and he's like looking at it and he's like, "This is wonderful."
I'm glad to hear it. Are you ready to take it off now and give us?
Yes, we will be taking your items. And he puts it back in the container and then puts the lid back on. Uses some generic hammer or blunt object, maybe even crowbar again, to hammer the nails back on. And he goes outside and he starts pointing to different people. They're all like muscly guys in plain white tees and khaki shorts, and they just and they start crating her stuff off, and Jimi Hendrix walks up to Reid and he's like, so a matter of the business.
Yes, you can transfer the funds into. I give him the account for my side account where I do all my legal activity.
Like, well, I would like to do some negotiating. You were a week late with your shipment.
We were not given a date to deliver. Indeed, we delivered it faster than we had initially planned.
Yes, but your timeline is not our timeline. I will give you 55,000.
60,000 was the agreed cost, and you can take that up with your supplier on the other end if you're unhappy. We delivered it before we were even told to, so check that. We were not told the time. We delivered it faster, said, and we accept only full payment.
Go and do a persuade.
Nice. Pretty good at persuading.
That's true.
Got it.
He's like, well, I do not have time to waste. And he promptly transfers over 60,000.
Yes.
Good.
And
Well,
5 experience.
19,000 after we pay for supplies, guys.
It's gonna cost us 41,000.
Oh, okay, only 4,100, right, for supplies?
Yeah, 41.
Isn't that what you said?
I was like, holy crap.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
Right.
All right.
Excellent.
So you guys, what are you doing with this 60,000 that you just got?
I
The
guess
ship
we
does
should.
need to be repaired.
Yeah.
There's maintenance that you're 2 months behind. Things start going bad when it's been a year.
Yep. So I think we divide it into fourths and give a fourth to the Megan and Nate and I.
That's right, because Nick doesn't get money, does he? Are you giving
That was
Nick
maybe
any
about.
money?
I think we'll cover his expenses out of the ship fund. They have to be authorized by shareholders.
Okay. So that is $15,000 apiece, and $15,000 go into the ship credits.
Perfect.
Okay. And then are you going to use the ship
Crap
credits?
said how much we each get.
Yeah.
But now, 15,000.
What? The ship have. You already added it.
Yeah, I added it to both places.
Uh-oh.
What?
Our monthly payment is much larger than our. Okay. I have to make some more money, guys.
So yeah, and you do have some monthly payments. The last payment was in January. It is currently March 2nd.
Uh-oh. Yep, that's what I was thinking. Well, we owe 20,000 credits, and the ship only has 15. All right, never mind. We're gonna have to split it harder. We're gonna have to give, I guess, probably half of that to the ship. We're giving 30,000 to the ship, 10,000 to each of the rest of us.
Said Nate. 10,000 now.
What? Yeah, you only get 10,000 now, Nick.
Oh, you thought that Nate said it. No, that was me
Oh.
telling Nate that.
Oh.
Crap said H.
All right.
H. I like it.
Okay. So the current monthly payment is 10,067.
Okay. I guess you should probably find a exchange terminal or something and make 2 months of payment.
Yep.
Okay. So how much are you?
Payments, I guess.
So maintenance, repairing, and life support will cost 15,136, and then each monthly payment is the 10,067.
Wait, how much money does the ship have?
30,000.
Currently has 30,000. Might be taking shares down for lower guys. All right, Jeff. We're giving the ship 45,000. 25.
This is the worst.
Month of payment. He wants to make any money.
Now only credits make.
I know what you're complaining about.
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
Not like you're hurting for cash.
Whatever. Moving along. So, as you decide what to do with that, we can sort of enter the scene with Nick.
Ah, yes. Shassoon, go to. What was his name again? I forgot.
His name was
Something been made up and Jeff forgot.
John Friedheim.
John Friedheim.
Yep. Did you get that, Nick?
Yep. Shassoon, go to Friedheim alone or need others?
Ah, no, I'm coming with you.
Ah. You ready? Go now?
Sure.
Good. Shassoon, as we go there, I explain to Reid what's going on. So, presuming that he doesn't already understand, Shassoon won't understand where servants come from. No real intention of acquiring.
Oh, I see. Well, that's fine. Go along and you can talk to them as you wish.
If
Just you speak with them and then inform Friedheim that you are not interested in it. Yes. I have other things to discuss with him.
Shassoon also want help servants not be slave. But Shassoon no money, so maybe not now.
Ah, I don't believe that these individuals are slaves, just
Oh.
They may be paid ridiculously low wages, but I believe that they are technically.
I see. Interesting. Shassoon learning maybe be more specific in terminology in future.
Alright, so you arrive at John's place. It's this nice 3-story mansion. You get past the guards on the front door, and you sort of enter the waiting room, and after a bit, a man in lavish clothes comes out, and he's like, "Ah, yes, yes. Good to meet
Jeff,
you
how
again,
many
Reid."
guards are there?
In this room, none.
No, I mean outside.
Like 4.
Okay. And are they? I assume they have like armor and scary weapons.
They don't have as heavy armor as the ones at the customs, but they are wearing some sort of mesh, and they do have a weapon.
Okay. Gun, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay.
A ranged weapon, yes.
Yep. Good to know. Okay.
And he's like, why don't we just, I'm a busy man, so, let's take a look at the specimens. And he takes you to a viewing room where there's this sort of catwalk, and he just sort of starts prompting each one of these people down the catwalk. There are 6 girls, 6 boys, various ages, walks of life. They're all human, though. So I don't know if that...
They're all human.
Yes, they are all
Okay.
human. They're all wearing some sort of maid or butler outfit. The youngest one is probably 16. The oldest one is probably 95.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That is old. Okay.
And there's 2 of them that look like they're cross-dressers.
Interesting.
And John just sort of winks at Reid when these come out.
Ah,
Reid just like smiles back at him.
And so after the show's done, he's just like, "So what did you think, my good? What's his? Did you ever introduce your? You probably introduced my good Shassoon."
yes. Shassoon.
I believe that my friend here would like to for employees before he makes any decision as to who he would like to hire.
Shassoon just nods slowly in agreement.
He's like,
I'm gonna make
"Well,
sure it's the right fit, you know.
okay. There is a room that you can talk to them in. Please note it will be recorded for recording purposes. Yes."
Fair.
And he sort of leads you into the room. Is there a particular type of person between the ages of 16 and 85?
16 and 85.
Or one of the two cross-dressers?
I guess I talked to the oldest one because he probably knows the most things. Hopefully.
Okay.
Although he's senile, probably.
He
but-
dies when he enters the room?
Okay. Now I.
What?
No, he doesn't. So he enters the room and he's like, "What? I'm still a spry young man." Unless he's shaking.
Indeed, you are, sir. What is your name?
Name? You may
What
call me
do
Butler.
Butler. Do they call you anything but Butler?
Dog, coward, worthless,
These are not good names. You maybe think of new name. Question for you though. Do you get money for being butler?
He's like, "Oh, no. I shouldn't accept money to do a worthy job. Simply a place in a nice mansion and food and the ability to serve to my best is sufficient for me."
How many different people you serve in life?
He thinks, and he's like, 4?
You always been butler?
Why, yes, as long as I can remember.
You know your parents?
He's like, "Well, I've talked to them some, yes."
They also butler?
I do not know. We only exchanged letters.
You ever meet other people who not paid for work?
Well, of course. I do
You-
interact on my master's behalf.
Of course. When you looking for new work, you always stay here or you sold by someone else?
Oh, I never have to look for work. Contacts will do so
Well,
for you.
you're not looking for work now?
I am offered opportunities to serve you.
Oh. You ever meet big furry people who want work?
He's like, I don't really follow. There was a guy that didn't shave much, but he didn't last very long as a servant. He left one day.
Interesting. You seem very dedicated to work. Good on you, sir.
It is not work, it is service.
Good on you, sir. I assume there's like somebody outside the door or whatever, or somebody that I can...
Well, I mean, the two of them are just sort of like watching through a glass window, just on the other side.
Oh, okay. Well, I like do some sort of hand motion or whatever to to ask if he can be taken away.
Oh, you went that old fart? Oh man, he is
No.
worthless.
No, not that one. Do not want. Do not want.
So were you saying a different person you want to talk to? Is
Yeah,
that
I
what
want a different one.
Oh. He's like, oh. Well, yeah, he has better taste than I thought, Reid. And they bring in the
Did not say
transvestite.
that his taste was poor. It's just rather odd. I'm not sure that you quite understood my meaning, though. But it's fine.
So he brings in a different one. Is that what you said?
Yep.
Excellent.
It's one of the transvestites. Just saying, hey,
Excellent.
I can also show you a good time.
Uh,
I'm secretly a woman.
that is very different. Shassoon have fun playing his games. Need no good time from you.
I can watch if you go solo. It's cool.
Nope. Shassoon wonders, you always been servant?
Why, yes, I've always been a servant. Or I've always been of service to someone.
You get paid for service ever?
Why would we get paid serving someone in a luxury manner that we'd never be able to afford on our own?
You enjoy being servant then?
Oh, it's wonderful. I get to do all the dirty work of the nobles, and I still get to eat their leftover delicious food.
You ever meet big, furry, almost like human?
There's a pause, and the smile just erupts on her face, and she's like, I don't think you want to go there, honey.
Okay, well then you go away also. Goodbye. Glad you so focused on service. Good for you.
She leaves.
Glad you enjoy. Jeff, I ask for you said there was a 16-year-old kid?
Yeah.
I asked for that one.
Okay. He comes in, and he looks at you, and he's like, greetings, master.
You also brainwashed. This disappointing. So young.
I am not brainwashed. I am simply greeting you in the manner you are accustomed to.
Shassoon walks over to him, and he punched him in the chest with two hands and say, "Me, Shassoon. Who you?"
I don't know. Give me a second. What's a good English name? He'll give you a name. And I'll give it to you in a moment.
Okay.
We're gonna
That is
randomly
manner.
generate his name.
And I say, "That is manner. I am accustomed. You assume too much."
He says his name is James.
James, you assume too much still. You always been servant too?
Yes. I have always been a faithful servant.
You not remember a time ever before servant?
I have always been a servant. Why would I have not been a servant?
What about when child?
He thinks and he's like, I don't remember, but you know, servants don't have very good memories. No, we don't. We always always mess up accidentally when our masters are in trouble. So
You ever go school? Had education? Teacher?
why yes, I have been to butler school
Ever since can remember?
He thinks for a moment. Yes, ever since can remember.
This
And he's
all
like,
very.
I was like 12, I guess. I don't know. Maybe.
But no memory of before 12.
And he was like, no. But you know, us slaves, servants, have. I didn't say slaves.
You-
He didn't say slaves. Sorry. Has servants.
You want to be servant? You enjoy servant?
Oh, being a servant is the best. We get to eat good food and live in a great mansion. And we can't afford that by ourselves.
But
You
if
just get
not
the feeling
servant,
that a lot of these answers are repetitive from the other two, right?
right. If not servant, though, you maybe do own things. Things enjoy.
Oh, no. I'm not smart enough to own or enjoy things that are
This
that are my own.
This not true. You could be own person, own self. Much greater glory in that than do what other people say all the time.
At this point, Reid, your friend is just like, what's Shassoon doing?
He is merely confirming that the servant he chooses has the correct attitude about their service. You will notice that as each of them has left, he has complimented them on their attitude of service, but he wishes to speak with each of them before making his final decision.
He sort of eyes you warily still, but sort of nods and just continues watching.
As I told you, he's an odd fellow. By the way, while he's in there, I have a artifact of some rarity and value. It is it is a weapon. I know that is not really your trade, but I was wondering if you knew of anyone who might be interested in purchasing.
He's like, well, there are many corporations that deal in weapons here. What sort of weapon are you talking about?
It is a Sci-Tech weapon.
He sort of grimaces for a second. He's like, well, the export of those is not going so well at the moment. The market on those kind of declined here recently.
I see. Is there any reason why that would be the case?
He looks at it and he's like, well, see, only psychics can really use these, and only telepaths. The largest concentrated number of telepaths are the I thought. For some reason, all of them can use these weapons. However,
Can't imagine why that would be.
the news seems to suggest, and the market has told us the same, that it's not a prime time to sell these weapons. Well, I mean, you heard of the plague. There's just not as many buyers anymore. Even though they are desperate to buy, there's too many suppliers.
Thank you for the information. I turn away and look back through the glass at what.
Okay, Nick?
So Jeff, I think we could probably fast track this a little bit. Each one, so I go through each one of them, and I ask them if they've always been a servant, if they enjoy being a servant, if they know any tall, furry humanoids, and then if they answer pretty much as the rest of them have answered, I thank them for their service and ask for the next one.
Okay, they all say that. The only thing that you notice differently is the only stutter that ever happened was when that kid was talking. Other than that, it's just fluid, same stuff.
Okay. What was the kid's name again?
James.
When I go through all of them, I assume that Friedheim comes back in.
Yeah, of course. He either brings you out or you walk out to him or he comes in. I don't think it really matters. And he's like, so, what do you think? Anything that spins your eyes or taste buds or whatever you want.
Your eyes.
I am impressed by your people's dedication to their craft.
Ah, yes, well, I sell only those who wish to, serve, so. It is, a buyer's market still, so.
I regretful informed that I am not interested in any of these. Probably do not want servant right now. Am impressed by James though. Good potential. Do have question though. Do you know maybe for manual labor big furry humanoid? Any of those here?
He looks at you and he's like, no.
Good try.
Okay. I guess we'll look elsewhere for manual laborers.
He just looks at you and he's like, I don't think they would make it through customs. And gives you a curt nod and then, politely says, well, I've got other business to attend to. But that's the only time that he gets this really serious look on his face is when he's just like, they wouldn't make it through customs, and then goes back to his sort of Jolly Rogers thanks for coming.
Yeah, I just give him the
Thank
palms
you very
out,
much, sir.
the palms out shrug and just mouth sorry and then
Your contacts are probably just like, damn it, Reid.
Actually, I call him back over. I say, one other question. How much approximately to purchase serpent?
It depends on the servant. Is there one that you had in mind?
How much to buy James?
He thinks for a moment. He's like, that one has a lot of potential. One
Agreed. $1,000. Shassoon not have money. Unfortunate.
He just raises his eyebrow and looks at Reid, for real?
I just raise my own eyebrows and just shake my head.
Again, thank you very much, sir.
He's like, all right, well, he is an interesting poor character.
Yeah, we walk out. I just look back. Face. I'm so sorry.
He ends up just sort of waving you off and, goes back to whatever makes him money instead. All right. Anyone else gonna do anything today? As that's occurring.
Nope. I put a ad on Craig's face list, of course,
For what?
to see if anybody has anything they need shipped.
Go ahead and roll a luck check. I love luck checks. They mean the dice can do things for me.
Luck checks are hard.
Yeah, they are.
Get it? Yes! Particularly one going to the Grimhild system.
I'm sorry, you should have said that before.
Hey, what a thing.
So, there's actually, a last minute, hey, we need this over to the Hemdale system, within 21 days. And it says having trouble finding, crew on such short notice will pay premiums. Please contact yada yada yada. Please contact.
I contact that person.
And that person is maybe another James. I don't know. It's a John!
John. John Friedheim.
It is a John.
Should have mentioned
Roberts.
this earlier.
The deadly John Roberts.
It's a John Roberts. And then go ahead and mark off the money that you're gonna pay with the ship. So are you paying all of the maintenance, months of
We're
maintenance?
paying everything we owe for the.
And yeah, and the maintenance.
Okay.
Right. So maintenance, filling on life support, fuel,
Okay.
and paying off 2 months of due stuff. I let Alexandria handle the day.
Okay. That is 26,000.
Hashtag real life.
270.
How much?
26,270.
Good. We still got some left over.
When we're on our way back to the ship, I talked to Reid, and I'm like, Reid, Shassoon does not feel like John likes him very much.
Shassoon, you may not know this, but in many parts of society, you would probably be considered a rather odd fellow. John is from one of those parts of society. Don't pay it any matter. He just finds you a bit strange.
When Shassoon asked about his people, you think John was honest?
I don't know, Shassoon. I did not roll a perception check as he did that.
What?
I said,
Well, I mean,
I don't know, Shassoon. I didn't roll.
From how his character
I
is
see.
reacting, what would you think?
I don't know if he was being honest, Shassoon, but I don't think that manual laborers are the sort of employees in which he trades.
Any
We can
ideas
probably look
about-
into it to see if we. We could check the advertisements and that sort of thing. If they're available on this planet, then they must be marketed somewhere.
Shassoon is interested in that, but has very little idea how to find.
I would start by using your space Google.
I think I may have just disconnected from you.
I said I would start by using your space Google.
I use Space Google.
You might.
What are you looking for exactly?
I guess I searched for manual laborer servants
For hire.
this place. Yeah.
Okay, you get a lot of hits. I mean, people are, selling a lot of laborers, right?
Yes, I looked through. Do any of them seem like they're describing Cleland's?
Make a luck check.
Okay, yes.
Probably.
Making
Luck
progress.
checks.
All the luck.
Luck checks were
checks.
so hard.
Right. Yeah, no, there's no Clelos. Maybe, like you said, they're very hard to get through customs.
That's very possible.
It's kind of hard to be like, no, this furry thing that I'm carting around isn't a slave.
That's true. Fair enough.
And maybe
As
it's
soon
only
as
because
the-
the planet has a lot of, custom restrictions. I mean, maybe if you were at a
Yeah,
different
it-
planet that you originally were intended
True.
to, you could find stuff all over the place. I don't know.
Yeah, I hear you. Shassoon feels as though he will never level.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, you could have tried to get that second one if you would have just
I
begged
could've.
and pleaded. Oh well.
Or killed him. That would have been another option.
Beg, borrow, or kill.
Oh, the new Randy. All right, so
Such Randy.
anyone else have anything they want to do? Did you want to meet up with that one person, or?
Obviously. I meet up with John something. Not Friedheim.
John
I thought you said
Friedheim.
John.
John
I thought it was-
Roberts.
Yeah, there you go.
John Robert.
Robert or Roberts?
Roberts with an S.
Okay, the Dread Pirate. Here we go.
Who's going? Is it just some?
Oh, I
of you, all
go.
of you?
I absolutely go.
Okay. Anyone else want to go?
I'll go.
Okay. Is Nugget gonna go as well?
Why not?
All right. So
Oh,
the
Nate's
Goon
here.
Squad.
Should I not, or should I stay at the ship? What do we think?
I thought you were just staying on the bridge forever, Nate.
You can come.
No, you can come. That was joking. I was joking.
Yeah, it's group stage, right? All right, so you head out. You head to sort of the edge of the city, and there's these giant rolling pastures, and then there's just this sign that says Robert's Chicken.
Okay. I go into Robert's Chicken.
Okay, you see just this huge factory of giant chickens and workers just
Wait.
Wait, a
Hold on,
giant
hold on.
factory
There's a
of
giant factory
chickens,
full of-
or
there's
a factory full of giant chickens?
Yes, this is very important.
Well, the factory is shaped like a giant chicken, and
Ah.
chickens inside of
There it
this
is.
factory shaped of giant chickens. So there's giant chickens inside of a giant chicken.
Like,
Reminds
Like,
me
yeah,
of
what's giant?
what's giant? Or are we
Yeah,
talking
are we
like tall bird?
6
Or
foot tall
It's my way of
chickens, or
saying
like-
that people don't actually know what a turkey is, in terms of
Oh.
what a
they're
real
turkey
is.
chickens.
But they're turkey chickens. They're turkeys.
Okay, turkeys.
And you go in, and there's a guy that's like, what's your business here? You don't look like a worker. You look like a purdy man.
We are here to meet with Mr. Roberts regarding a shipment he wants taken to the Heimdall system.
He's like, follow me. And he just leads you up to this overview. It's actually, it would be where the neck of the chicken is, because, no one wants to be in the head when it gets cut off. Yeah, there's...
Oh my god.
They're running from berry bush to berry bush out there.
That's all. The entire farm is just row upon row of berry bushes. And people just come through and take a berry and then wait to see if a turkey runs out. And if it does, they smack it over the head.
No,
Slash miss, and then they chase it all
swarm,
around the
yeah.
farm.
Yeah, that's how it works.
You guys are the worst.
And so you get inside and you just see this large man in this white suit and red necktie, and it looks like he's got these glasses with yellow rims on it, and you're just like, oh, is that a chicken? No.
It's a turkey.
And he just looks at you and he's like, hey, I heard that you were doing what? And he looks over at his servant, and the servant says, they're transportation people. And he goes, oh yes, I need to get some stuff to Heimdall. Or Heimdall.
That's very convenient, sir. We are on our way in that direction just now.
Yes, I have tons of turkey legs that I need to get over for the turkey festivals. I'm sure you've heard of them. in the galactic news.
Nugget pops in and says that he's an avid fan of the turkey festival, the chicken leg festival.
He's like, yes, 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 yes. People pay good money to go to the surface and role play medieval people. Yeah. And he's just like, I can give you, and then, Ben, roll 2d8 times 10?
Times 10?
I think so.
Alright.
Oh. Guess oh.
And he's like, I can give you 120 credits per ton that you carve.
How many tons of space do we have for chickens?
I think we have
Turkeys.
110
Legs.
left.
Alright.
It's only
Because
12,000.
the other job has 10 tons of something in
Right.
covered containers. And your ship has a
No, that doesn't
cargo
work.
tonnage of 120. So
That's not a lot of credits,
Yeah, it's only like
12,000.
12,000.
Yep.
considering. Alright, I negotiate with him, Jeff. I say, well, we are going to Grimhild, and Heimdall is only one jump further, but I'm afraid that with the tonnage we can carry, that would barely cover our costs. I'll have to ask for more.
Hey, he's just like, you don't enjoy the standard. You know, that's actually the standard rate for carting cargo. It's the worst.
That's pretty bad.
Well, the standard rate I understand, but your advertisement did say that you'd pay a premium given the time constraints.
Alright, go ahead and roll persuade.
Not business?
Or business.
I mean, I'll roll persuade instead if you want.
Business. Business. We'll do business.
Oh, got it.
And he just, I will give you a D6 times 10 premium on top of that. So roll a
Let us
D6.
roll high.
Sorry, he only has one arm right now.
Dang it.
I
Got it
haven't
this
seen
time.
it yet.
That's because it failed.
Oh.
Yes.
Alright, so 17,000, 18,700 is what it would be, I think.
Could be worse. Alright, I guess we accept.
So we're gonna have 110 tons of turkey.
110 tons of turkey legs.
Wow.
Yep, so you have 110
Oh my
tons of turkey
God.
legs.
How do we like? Are they delivering this to our ship? I assume.
Yeah,
somehow?
yeah. They bring them in,
Okay.
and something you recognize is that these are also powered containers. They're much larger than the ones that you have, but they are also powered containers.
Jeff,
Hmm?
as we're leaving the
Sure.
place, I assume that this place is full of manual laborers.
Oh
Being
yeah,
that
of course. They're running after
factory.
turkeys around bushes and stuff.
Yeah, so I just kind of I'm being extra perceptive to look around and see if there Cleland's working here. And then
See if
there are
there's
all
what?
the Clelands, right? Cleland's working
Oh,
here.
no, there's none. No.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so you guys make it back to the ship. That evening, the cargo is loaded up, and you can take off. either now or in the morning, however you'd like.
Well, before we take off this time, Jeff,
Sure.
I'm going to look into things about the Grim system. I'm also going to figure out what it is that we're taking to the Grimhild system and make sure that we're not going to have any problems this time around.
Okay, so go ahead. What are you doing to find out about the Grimhild system? Like, how are you approaching?
I consult my knowledge and my Traveler's Guide to the Galaxy.
Well,
and
here's your Traveler's Guide to the Galaxy right there.
And I go to Spaceopedia.
Well, you learn what the Grimhild says there. I mean, it is the shadiest planet in the sector.
Yeah, I would think that I would know about it, given my criminality.
Culture criminal, if you want.
I shall. I know nothing about it.
You don't know much more than the common stuff. I mean, plenty of legal stuff is carted to and from the system. It seems to be sort of mostly neutral planet. Come to think of it, maybe that's why Uber has such a strict import policy as well. I mean, the closest planet to them is pretty much like Mos Eisley.
I think that would hurt their trade a lot, but okay. Alright. I think we're good going to this planet. I am going to check our... I am going to send Shassoon to figure out what's in the containers, though. Shassoon, while you're at it, you might want to check and make sure it's actually turkey legs that we're hauling in the other crates. Don't eat them.
Okay, so what crates do you open?
I opened one of the powered crates that were taken to Grimhild. Well...
Alright, roll a D2. There's...
Oh god.
There's two.
There's two different types.
Yeah, there are.
Are they marked differently, or they all have the same?
They're different sizes.
What?
They're different sizes.
Okay, well then I open one of each. Well, I open number one first, and then depending on what it is, I may
you
or
go
may
over
not
to one of the small ones, just being like, oh, I guess I'll check the cargo. The smaller one was the one that came from your contact on Arbor Vitae, and it doesn't open. It's asking for a handprint, like a little interface pops up and it asks for a handprint.
I get on my comm to I guess I just calm the whole party, and I say, powered container asks for handprint. Last time ship fell apart.
Can I hack it, Jeff?
I don't know. Can you?
I'm gonna walk down there and use my computer skills to see what I think.
All right, go ahead.
I'm not hacking it. I'm just seeing what's going on.
Well, I mean, you can
Being
just see it.
conservative.
You can look at it and be like, oh, it's scanning for a handprint.
Do I know how to make it? Do I know how to hack it, Jeff?
What's your computer skill at?
Not good, probably.
The only way that you can think of, like, off the top of your head is to pop the panel off and start messing with the wires.
I could maybe pop the panel off and mess with the wires, but I'm not sure if that's a good idea.
Shassoon does not know either. Shassoon suggests maybe invest in one of scanner thingies from customs, so no longer have to open sealed container. If we continue in this line of business,
It's wise. Can we just use the ship sensors?
you are.
There's not really
computer
like
person.
a scanner that scans back into the ship.
Yeah, I wouldn't think it would have internal scanners.
Well, why don't I modify it so that it works that way?
How much money are you willing to spend?
He doesn't have any money.
Right, he's only got 5,000 now.
Why can't I? Why don't we just
Ship
put
stuff
the
is
scan of the
expensive.
ships, the boxes outside the ship and scan them?
It's not going to be as precise. They're like ship-to-ship scanners. It might work.
So they're like,
It's just not like...
is it for like finding if there's somebody alive in the ship and like what kind of armaments it has? Is that
Yeah,
what
yeah,
the
that's what
purpose is?
ship scanners are, unless you have like really high-tech, great scanners. Then you can get
Well,
more
I'm gonna.
precise. That's why a lot of places have little drones that do it, because you build the high-tech stuff into the drone, making it much cheaper to cart around.
Yeah.
Then you don't have an expensive ship it's tied to.
How much one of those hand scanners cost?
It was like 10,000.
10,000.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember. You get imprisoned real bad.
So what would you like to do? Just ignore it? Long, do
Nugget,
something?
what do you think happen if just put hand on it?
I think that's a great idea, Shassoon.
Shassoon, try.
Awesome. It's the button
Put my
syndrome. Yeah. So you put your hand on
Put
it,
my
and it
hand
sort
on
of
it.
flashes red, and
Open.
it's just like unauthorized.
Oh. Shassoon would suggest that we just contact whoever it was that we got it from, but
Do you know how long that's going to take?
then Shassoon remember that take a year and cost thousands of money.
Not thousands of money, just like 6, 12, 18, 19, 20, 20 credits.
Right.
And it'll take 40 days to get a response.
We know who we take this to in Grimheld.
Yes, you were told to take it to Dr. Vivek.
Maybe we contact Dr. Vivek in system before go through customs.
Well, maybe we just deliver like we said we will and don't ask questions and don't get in trouble.
True, but if we concerned about stop by customs, maybe Doctor have way to help us get through or disguise. But yes, I agree. We not necessarily need to know.
Deniability, probable deniability.
Indeed. We good lawyers.
Good lord.
This one we weren't warned about, right?
No.
No, we weren't.
I feel like we would have got warned because it's in his
Right.
best interest for us to deliver it. So I think he would have told
Right.
us.
Yep. Confirmed.
Check the turkey leg ones though. Make sure that's turkey legs.
Oh yeah, I opened the turkey legs. Is it turkey legs?
Yes, it is turkey legs.
Uh,
And there's a little like beeping that's like, caution, caution, content's getting warmer. Caution, caution.
Yeah, I actually I reached down. Like I assume they're like packaged. They're not just like sitting there in the bucket. It's not just like I open it. And
It's
a bucket.
like how you throw things in the ice chest in the game. They're just there, just floating.
So it's not. They're not like packaged or anything. They're just sitting in there. Just a big
They
pile of
wouldn't be
turkey legs.
packaged, but there'd be ice and stuff all around them.
Okay. I guess I dig into it a little bit, but not for a long time, and just kind of see if there's anything besides ice and turkey legs.
Your arm just comes back pretty bloody, you know.
Ew.
Yeah,
Okay.
you didn't find anything else in them.
Good.
In the one that you opened.
I close it then. That's good. I think we're good then.
Awesome.
I go find Reid, and my arm's still like covered in blood and stuff, and I'm like, Reid, cannot open package for Grimhild, but no warning about that one. Turkey legs seem to just be turkey legs and ice.
Very well then. I think we can just go to Grimhild and drop off this load, and then on we'll go to Heimdall. Unfortunately, we won't have much space to pick anything up in Grimhild, but
We carry 10 more tons, right? After
yes,
drop off.
we'll have to find something that's a bit more valuable by the ton.
Right, maybe higher priced goods.
Yes.
Not sure
You can
that
see
I
now
like
why.
being criminal, though.
But you can see why we prefer to trade in illicit substances. Perhaps not. You are a strange man.
He just stares.
He just looks at me.
Shassoon continues to help as long as Reid helps Shassoon. Thank you for efforts on Uber.
Yes, I'm sorry you did not find any of your people here.
Okay, you are given paperwork to get the turkey legs off the planet.
Perfect.
So once again, you go through customs. This time, I mean, you present the paperwork.
We hide
you, and
the other ones in with the turkey legs.
Huh?
We put the other crates in with, mix them in with the crates of turkey legs. Like pile a bunch of turkey leg crates on top of them and all that.
Reasonable.
Okay, so they do a thorough scan. They do the whole procedure where they come on, and this time they're like, well, you know, you dropped off your chemicals. These are different guys on a different shift. And they're like, oh, well, it looks like you dropped off some chemicals and you picked up turkey legs. And this one's just like, let's scan all the boxes, and then we're good to go. So they start scanning all the boxes. What do you get? Do you guys do anything? Or?
All the boxes?
I'm staying really far away. I'm staying on the bridge.
Our cargo hold is entirely, it's full to capacity with boxes of turkey legs, and somehow they're gonna check every single box.
Yes.
How many boxes does it take to have 120 tons of turkey legs?
I don't know, like 5. There's like 7 boxes in there. Don't
But
worry.
2,000
Oh my
pounds
God.
per ton, so...
Oh my god.
How many turkey legs is
Right.
that?
So they spend a ridiculous amount of time.
Shassoon walks into the cargo bay and he's like, we have to have turkey legs at next planet in 21 days.
They look at you
So
and they're just
how-
like,
how many,
it'll only take an hour. And so they just start.
How many things is it?
Scan, beep,
Okay.
scan, beep. What?
How many tons is it?
It's 110 tons.
Times 2,000. I'd say a turkey leg weighs what, a quarter pound probably?
Not the ones at the Renaissance Festival.
Turkey legs are pretty big.
Pound?
they are big.
Yeah, maybe.
Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
probably
like
a pound.
122. It's like 120,000 turkey legs.
Holy buckets!
Scissor! Scissor! Yep, that many. But they just go scanning through it. I mean, it takes them like an hour, but they get through it and it's just like, well, looks like you just have a bunch of flesh and meat. And he checks off on the like export
Flesh and
slip.
meat? Interesting.
Well, I mean that's what a turkey leg is, right?
Oh. Well, okay, yeah. Yep.
But he scanned all the boxes, right?
That is correct. He did. And he signs off and lets you on your way.
I told you there's a chicken.
So you guys are like, what?
I just shrugged. Yep, I guess on we go, Jeff.
All right, so it takes you a day to get to the edge of the system, and then you're going to do a spike jump. What do you guys do for that time?
Wait, how
on the
many
ship?
percentages of supply do we have, Jeff?
You filled up.
We have a lot.
So,
Which is how many? 120, 175, is that our max? No, 240 is okay.
224 is your max.
Oh, I have 240, but okay. I agree with you.
Well,
then.
that's because I made a slight change. You
Okay.
had extended stores because
So we have 224.
yeah, 224.
And we've done 1 day now.
Right. So you've traveled 1 day. So
Okay.
you have 219.
220. How many
There's
of us are there?
5 of you. There's a tree.
Oh God, the tree!
Yeah, he never really made an appearance this time, except when I tried to put him in a crate.
He should probably just stay on the ship.
I've got some questions to ask Tree, by the way, Jeff, but I'll just do it sometime when we're on
Okay.
Facebook.
Okay. And then I need a navigation.
Navigation.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, Nugget.
Here we go again.
Once we've done this enough, Shassoon will start navigating. It'll be great. Get us all killed. Nugget.
Is it time to jump?
Yeah, you gotta navigate, dude. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. So you spend 6 days in drive space.
Oh crap. Those supplies, man, they just go in a hurry.
So it's the 9th of March when you exit drive space at the edge of the Seaf system, and it will take a day to get to Grimhild.
During that time, I would have at some point found Reid during our downtime and sat down with him and just kind of asked him about his life and was like, so before we started on this haphazard journey together, what did you do since you seem new to this business?
New to this business. No, I wouldn't say that. No. I've been doing things like this all of my life.
When you say things like this, I just really would love to know a little bit about your history and your background. You know, what got you into this business in the first place?
Oh, some of this, some of that, doing what I need to do to get by. Try not to draw too much attention to myself. Life story's not that interesting.
Well, how did you come upon this ship then? How long have you had her?
Only briefly. It was a new opportunity, as I said. Acquired it just recently. It really came out of nowhere, actually, but I took the opportunity when it was given to me, and here I am now.
So what was your plan? Were you going to say something, Jeff?
I was just gonna be like, Nate, you gained 5 experience for that role.
Okay.
Nice.
So, but before we all happened upon your ship, what was your plan?
I was hoping to get to... It's called... I was hoping to reach Arbor Vitae and hire a crew there. I thought it would be useful to have a couple of iThought on the ship. Odd creatures, but they have their uses. Turned out that I needed a crew a little bit sooner to keep this thing flying after what happened on the Fated Lily, so as I always have, I did what needed to be done to get by, and I am where I am.
Alright, I can tell that he's not really gonna want to open up to me. So I just kind of hang out and sit and drink with him and don't really ask him any more questions.
Okay. What is everyone else doing?
Drinking.
Just drinking. Everyone's
Yeah,
drinking.
nothing. I probably talked to Tree during this time, but again, we could do that over Facebook. So other than that, nothing. Playing my games. Playing Mancala against Nugget.
All right, Nugget.
My
Yeah.
call master.
Let's see if anyone's gotten better. Roll a gambling against each other.
Oh golly,
Who won the first time? Was it?
I don't remember. I think Ben and I played checkers against each other last time.
Yes. Well, let's see if Nugget or Shassoon is better.
Gambling. Oh crap! I need to go to my character sheet for that one.
Can't you? Is it just untrained?
Yeah, it's untrained.
Is that wisdom
Um,
or intelligence?
Intelligence. I think it's intelligence. For Mancala.
It's pretty good.
Nugget, it's got an 8.
I'm not complaining about that.
And go get him.
A 4. All right, you get crushed.
I failed horribly.
Nugget.
Yeah.
At some point, I come upon them and ask them to teach me how to play.
I will teach you game of my people. Although maybe Nugget should instead. He's a very fast learner.
So I play for a while as
Yeah,
well.
do that, teacher.
Okay, go ahead and roll a gambling check yourself.
Oh boy.
Intelligence.
What did you say, Joe?
What?
She's rolling a gambling check.
Yeah.
That's what I
See
thought.
how
you
she
said.
does. All right. She does better than Shassoon as well.
I've never seen the blue thing before. That's interesting.
That is when one is max, one
That's
is
when
min.
you
A
roll.
crit
Yeah,
fail
one.
and a crit succeed.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, she does better than Nick, but Nugget's still the powerhouse Mancala player of the ship.
Of course.
Yeah, with his stats, of course. All right.
Oh yeah,
So
I forgot I've broken you.
if you don't have anything else, you enter the Grimhild system. I don't think there's any pressing messages to anyone. Nick, you get at this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Yes, at this time you get a message back from who have you been talking to throughout the years with your messages back to home?
There's not really anyone in Pacific. It's just kind of there's just kind of a compad that is in camp that they have.
Okay, so you get a message back on that
So it's
compad.
like literally like to the tribe. It's a communal thing.
Yeah, you just see a message back from the compad, and essentially it's like half of a message and then like a butt dial video.
Oh.
Like they messed up halfway
Okay.
through.
Okay.
So the message is just like, we know planet ours. This is a lot of the weird guttural language for we are applying these stealthy saboteurs, and then the video feed starts, and it just looks like there's a group of them going, yeah, that's how you send it, and then it just sort of slides into the back pocket, so you get like a half view of what's going on. as only like half the camera portion is
Excellent.
obscured, and you just sort of see this small little outpost, and like they sort of are kind of running up to it, and then you just hear like lasers and gunshots firing, and your people are running backwards. The landscape is shaking, and then you see a group of what probably appear to be some sort of mercenaries coming around the corner through some of the terrain, and then just this like massive rock that falls down and crushes them, and they're all cheering and shouting something about good ambush. And the video feed then cuts out after it times out there at that point.
Nice.
So that's what you get.
Yes, I will send a message back, but I'll let you know what it is later.
You're not going to have any money at the end of this, are you?
Dope.
Well, from this system, it's 7 credits to send it that way. So.
Okay. I've got like 400. So.
Yeah. So yeah. Is there anything people want to do as you approach Grimhild here?
I want to fly in and drop off our packages.
All right.
I remind everyone that I have a contact that may have work for us.
Yes, I forgot about that. Hopefully they didn't need more than 10 tons.
I do not believe that we'll have. Yeah, I do not believe that. Well, I have other work that you can or can choose not to be a part of.
What it is that-
Okay.
Do they have customs or anything, Jeff, or do we
No,
just
they don't
fly
have
in?
customs. Are you
Nice.
kidding me? They just have, hey, what port do you want to go to? And you're like, this one. And they're just like, cool.
Alright. We fly in and whoever it is we're supposed to be delivering these to.
The docking fees are 100 gold a day, or credits a day.
100 gold. Goodness.
Yep. Are you going to refuel? Because that's another 100 gold. Or credits.
I mean, I
Crap.
suppose we'll have to.
And I don't know if you want to get life support again, but that would be 700 credits, so that would bring the total to 900 if you do all that.
We still have 184 person days, so I don't know if we need to. But I mean, we can. We can just buy 40.
So, whatever you guys would like to do.
Although I'm not buying it anyway. So it doesn't
And
matter.
there
We'll
is
just deliver our thing and then probably be done for the night.
well, it's gonna be probably more extensive than that, maybe.
Dang it!
No.
Dang it!
So, we can end it at sort of like the climactic moment. You contact the contact, Dr. Vivek, and Dr. Vivek's like, great. Well, to verify that you have the correct product, please bring 1 crate with you to this location, and it appears to be some sort of high-tech science laboratory.
Jeff,
Yes.
I'm going to be 40 XP short of why you do this to me. You're supposed to deliver.
No, you're 100 XP short.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm going to be. Never mind.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You are. You've already leveled.
Right.
I don't know
Yeah,
what you're talking about.
I looked at my numbers correctly.
You're at 1860.
I know.
Oh, you guys and your leveling.
So you land on the planet, and then
you're an
they
expert,
request
aren't
that
you,
you bring a crate of this to her. It's like a 2x6 crate, so 2 of you would like carry it, or you'd throw it on the back of a truck or something.
Oh yeah, and then I drive the truck.
You can rent a truck.
No, I don't have money. I'm fine with carrying it if someone will help me.
Reid doesn't carry things.
Although I only have 8 strength, actually, so...
Can get Warrog to help. You may as well be useful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you want him to carry it, he can probably carry it himself.
Perfect.
Yes,
He's got 4
Warrog!
arms. And 18
Yes.
strength.
What a boss!
Yeah.
I knew he was around for a reason.
Warrock's just like, when we go to Urba, he asks.
So where?
No, were we supposed to be going there?
I said I would pay you to get me.
See, I knew we were going to Heimdall.
It's true, yeah.
Let us down. We'll be going there next, friend. We have another shipment that needs to go to the Heimdall system.
You see that he sort of sighs in terms of like, oh, okay, but people need secret thing.
Well, we wouldn't have got there much faster. Actually, directly on our way. We'll just be here for a little while and then we'll jump again.
He says, okay, and he starts lumbering off with you guys. Since we're looking at ending it for the night, is that what we're looking at?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so we'll just end it with the scene. You're approaching this giant laboratory. It's nice, and as you approach it, a gun turret sort of swivels onto you, and then you're asked to identify yourselves.
Perfect.
You give the identification, and the climax that we're going to end at is the door sort of swings open, and there standing to greet you is Dr. Vivek personally. And you notice her...
Nice.
Well, you now recognize her instantly, even if you haven't been reading my my newsletters.
I have.
I read it.
I have.
But if you recall from the first one, it is Dr. Vivek, who has been experimenting with the old and new genes.
Need an icon for her.
Well, of course. I was preparing Grimhild. I mean, Uber was kind of like a side meh in terms of like stuff that was going on currently, so I didn't have like major characters that you were supposed to run into. If you ran into major characters, I'd whip them out, but you know. So yeah, so Dr. Vivek greets you, and that's where we'll sort of just fade out. For your first, and this is only because it's your first successful delivery, I will give you experience.
Yes.
Yes!
Delivered.
How much?
1 billion experience.
625.
Nice.
Nick has not leveled yet. That is
No.
unfortunate.
Not really
You
particularly
would be
close.
so close if you, like, I don't know, begged someone to buy
No.
James or something.
Are you kidding me?
God.
Wait,
Nick, you're
625?
on downfall.
Yep.
My character, yeah. Begging isn't
so-
big on his priority list.
Come on.
It's not one of his preferred moves.
Yes.
I would say.
Now you
9.
have more HP. Good job.
Don't I need 2,000 to level anyway?
Yeah, you need 2,000. I mean, you're at the level that if you were an expert, you would have leveled.
Yeah, freaking experts are the worst.
What do I have to do now that I've leveled?
Experts are broken.
Roll 2d6 plus your con mod.
Alright, so that's everyone's experience there that I just posted. As I have it current on the sheet.
Oh, get owned! That should be plus 2.
Nate... Oh, it should be plus 2. So 7.
So you're gonna go
You
up 1.
gained a 1 hit point, Nate.
I gained 3. No, didn't he have 7 to begin with? Because he had the +1.
Oh yeah, he did have the +1. He had 7 to begin
he
with.
has the same.
Get
No
owned.
improvement.
So I don't get any hit points?
Nope.
You just keep the same amount.
Yeah. You have more skill points now. You have 4 skill points.
So we have to pay money to use our skill points?
Yes.
What?
Yes, you do. That's why Nick needs to make money somehow.
How do why do we have to use money to get our skill points?
Cause you're training. It's not like
You have to find somebody.
yeah, you either like sink money into some sort of resource that you use to self learn. You can self learn, but you're sinking money into resources for it. Is the idea.
How do I level things in this on this sheet?
So where's the chart? There's a chart for leveling your skills and how much they cost.
It's integrated into the character sheet.
Does it say how much they cost?
Yeah, it's the gray column right next to it says what it costs to get to the next one.
No, that's the number of skill points, but you have to spend money as well.
Oh, I don't know where that
based
is.
on the level. So Nate, if you were to up your computer to 1, you can't up a skill higher than your than a particular number based on your level. It's not even your level. So I'll probably review that just to make sure no one broke that portion. But to increase your computers, it takes you 2 points there, Nate.
I want to do that twice then.
I don't think you can.
It'll cost you 3 points the next time, and you're probably not allowed to get it to.
I think you have to be level 5 to get 3.
How does one increase their points then on the
levels?
chart?
So for cost,
they're all things. There's nowhere to put anything.
You put it with the level column. Yeah, you change it in the number.
So for cost, by the way, 0 is 500, and then it just doubles from there. So 1 is 1,000.
It costs 1,000 credits.
Are you sure you changed it there? That's a formula.
Yeah, you do. You erase the formula. Is what you're doing. Because if you put a 1 in it.
There are other things that are judging based off that, how many points you have to spend.
Yeah, so put a point in there, and you'll see your unspent go down to 2.
Also, you can't go to skill level 2 until you're level 3. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Right, so you have to be level 3 to get a 2 in any of these.
And you have to be 6 to get a 3, 9 to get a 4.
Yeah, it's hard.
Huh. Yeah,
There's
guys,
a lot
I'm
of
gonna
points
have to get money
anyway.
from somewhere to get better at stuff. That sucks.
You were the one that turned down all the money.
I didn't know that it was going to cost me money to improve at things. I thought that was the point of leveling.
Well, I mean, just start like an
To the bottom of
educational
the ship.
Shassoon fund. Go around asking people for money.
That's not happening.
Wow.
Jeff, we just talked about how begging isn't the preferred move of his.
Well, Nick, you're just making your character suck. It's fine.
Gotta do bureaucracy now, guys.
Like I said, who would have expected that it cost money to level up?
And you up navigation, Nate? Navigation and computer, right? Nate? Nate?
What about me?
What?
What?
So you upped computer and navigation to 1, is that correct?
Yep.
Alright, so that's 2,000 credits total.
Okay.
So you're down to, 2,000 less than that. So I mean, for like computers, you buy this database of like hacking algorithms and whatnot. For your navigation, you literally probably just buy star charts and hope to not fail. Maybe like a flight simulator game. So you're just like, yeah.
Nice.
All right. Well, let me know if you have any questions.
Talking this episode, guys. It's great.
I mean, there was almost combat. I mean, guys
Almost.
It
almost
was.
started something.
There was.
God.
If there hadn't been so many guards, I totally would have fought the guy that Ben led me to also.
That would have been exciting.
It would have been
That
real.
was as stupid as knocking over that guy's stand.
Yeah. Again,
You
you
Got those
crushed it.
10,000 credits.
You rolled a 3 on your luck. You crushed it. Yeah. Anyone else complete? No. Technically no. Technically no. No, and no. No, and kind of, but not fully, I guess. So, okay. There we go.
Leveling is hard.
So, yeah. This was only session 3.